How can life be what you want it to be? You're frozen when your heart's not open.
Like a ton of money, like even and a lot of these professions are very like loggers or whatever, these people that are just doing these kinds of roles or being blue collar workers, do they have access to lower quality women than like hedge fund managers necessarily?
I think he was saying earlier that they would have a lower quality of proportionalities, that there would
they
be
have less
like
options,
a greater
sure.
amount of
Right. So, the guys, but they're more so like average Joe. So yeah, they have less options.
So for Sonny, it's not just the character traits that come with making money. It's also the fact of having money. I think he's been pretty clear as of last 5 minutes is that it's actually the money that's playing a role. Now, let's just, again, take the parameters I set and assuming that you're not planning on having children, you're not planning on starting a half family. Do you still feel the same way that that extra 100K, given the fact that both people are exactly the same place character-wise, will give that guy making 150K an advantage?
So this is for just, if you're not planning on having children, then what are we talking about? Just sleeping with girls, then just sleeping around and having access? Or are we saying getting a higher quality girlfriend?
Let's just say higher quality girlfriend.
Yeah, you have more options as the guy making more money, especially if all the other things are the same. So yes, you would have more access to a higher quality girlfriend, correct?
So, and we're excluding gold diggers from this, right?
Yes, we're excluding. What are we? Yeah, I mean, if there's a girl that's with you just for her money, for your money, she's not high quality.
How would you know?
But yeah,
how do you know if she's with you just for the money?
I mean, if the only factor that's different
that matters, I feel like we're getting into the weeds a little bit.
Well, yeah, we can
whether or not you do have access to more women who are more desirable. That is his point. That is why he thinks it matters.
Yeah, I think like at the end of the day, money gives you more ability to have a different lifestyle, and you're not having to live paycheck to paycheck and get to experience different types of things in this world that most people that don't have that kind of money can experience. But I don't necessarily think that necessarily equates to you'll find a higher quality woman. I think it just gives you the opportunity to be around different people and experience people from different backgrounds, and it gives you the opportunity to pick more of from a different variety.
Okay, let me redirect the question a bit, and then we can move on to the next topic. So let's take someone like Myron, for example. He's been pretty public about the fact that he leverages his resources. Probably pays the girl's bills and all that. And he said that if he stops losing money, the girl will probably leave him. Right? And that's a rare moment of honesty, which is always appreciated. What would you say that's like a high quality woman, the girls he dates, if they're willing to leave him as soon as he stops making money? Would you say that in that case, this red pillar's focus on money has wound up helping his relationships or hurting his relationships?
I think that Myron's a really great guy. So like, I honestly don't even think that she would leave him if, I mean,
but Myron thinks she would leave him.
Yeah, Myron said that he wouldn't, and he wouldn't blame her because he says he no longer can do his role as like the thing. So it makes sense that this woman leaves him. Do you think these are high quality women?
Or she's looking for I don't know, bro. I don't know. Glenn, what are your thoughts on this, Glenn? I'm curious.
Well, for me personally, I think that, you know, it is important for a man to be able to acquire resources. And so if, let's say, I think it's, look, the reality is a woman is going to want, in that case, in that lifestyle that he set up to where like she's used to providing this, if she doesn't have those skills to help provide for the family, she's going to leave to go somewhere else, right? Because she wasn't trained or she didn't have the ability to provide, and she's grown accustomed to this lifestyle, and anything outside of that is what she thinks is wrong. You know, I think that's a bad pick if you're looking for women that just want to see that or only expect that. She's not committed or she's not invested in the relationship. I think there's more to the relationship than just what money can be provided and, you know, what resources can be, you know, given. And then that would just mean that though that woman is superficial and she's just off of what the experience is and the lifestyle you could give her, she provides, or that you can provide for her, not the individual or what, you know, character about the individual or who is the individual. She's more in love with the lifestyle. And
I feel like
I'm not sure that's a woman that I would want to marry.
Yeah, and I think at the end of the day, what most of us want is somebody who likes us for us. So when we're looking at a secure, happy, healthy relationship, none of us want to feel like, oh, this person likes me, but if I end up in a wheelchair, if something like this happens, or if I, you know, have a rough patch, that this person's just going to leave. We all want that security. We all want that warmth. We all want that loyalty. We all want the person to feel like they're in love with us. So when you put this money thing as such a high factor, and that's obviously going to attract women like this who are like, okay, yeah, I need somebody that provides for me. Well, then you could be with her for 4 years providing, and then as soon as something happens, you know, some catastrophe happens and that guy can provide. Now she's gonna, like, do you think these are high quality women, or do you think these are high quality relationships?
No, I mean, I'd say, like, you know, if I built up a, you know, a successful life and I was, you know, working towards myself and a girl was with me through it, and then I went through a rough patch and she just jumped ship right away, no, I wouldn't say that's the best.
Okay, we're reaching. Well, first, real quick, does anyone on the panel have an issue with me adding Zherka? Apparently, he wants to join.
No.
Zherka?
Yeah.
Bring him on. Tell him we're gonna fight.
Look how she adjusts.
All right, I'll send him the link.
But I got like a 40-minute hard out. I gotta go.
Okay, no worries. So we are starting to reach some agreement. My big issue again and we can move on to the next thing. He's backstage. It says, oh yeah, he is backstage. All right,
we are kind of going in circles on this.
Yeah. I just want to give my final thoughts. My big issue with I think the way Red Pill presents the whole money thing is that it tends to encourage guys to lead with their wallet, which I find to be very problematic because like it just reduces your chance of being a sustainable relationship, attracts the wrong kind of girl. Some girls are really, really good at hiding their gold digging intentions. For me personally, like I never ever pay for anything substantial when I first meet a girl. You know, I'm dating a girl for 3 years or whatever. You know, at that point, maybe I'll buy her a nice birthday gift, but I keep all my fucking first dates super duper cheaps because I don't want, you know, to be used for my money essentially, which I have some of now. What's up?
King Zherka.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on? Long time no see.
Just want to be with internet friends, bro. Like when I'm with
You're a
real
little
friends,
quiet.
I don't make $1 with real friends. I miss you guys, bro.
I thought you said I was too much of a fence sitter.
Look, Alex, I don't like you, but I don't have content this week, so I need this.
Oh shit, you don't like me? Damn, man.
No, Alex, we're cool. It's just I don't know, you guys are all teaming up on Jasmine. It's kind of weird.
Wait, what? I'm on Jasmine.
You guys are all teaming up on her, bro. Every one of you, and she's got better points than you, Sonny. She got better points. All you did is stare at her fucking tits. She's winning as you're hypnotized, boy. I'm here to defend Jasmine. Jasmine, keep going. Don't let them talk over you. Finish your last point about money.
I'll let Alex take it over from here.
Yeah, Zherka, how much have you followed the discussion?
Yeah, I was watching.
Okay.
I mean,
did you have a specific point on the topic?
here's the question. We'll ask Jasmine since she's here. Have you been with a broke guy?
I mean, it's weird to say broke because for most of my life up till now, I've been in school. So would you consider a guy in law school broke? Like, yeah, at the moment, but I don't know if that's considered broke because he's in.
Right. Because that's like return on investment potential. No, I'm talking about broke. Like, he just plays PlayStation. You've never been with that?
No.
Oh, wow, you're honest. Usually girls lie. What the fuck? Okay, yeah, she's
Well,
winning.
I just went in that setting, right? I've been in these settings where people are like in like college and then in law school. So where would I've only been doing this a couple years. So outside of that, so I wouldn't have even like the opportunity or the time. A lot of these girls that are dating these guys, they're like Miami girls who are like strippers. They're not meeting. They don't have the pool of lawyers or future lawyers in front of them. So that's why they're dating these guys. That was never a thing for me.
Zherka, didn't you say you were banging more girls when you were working as a bouncer? I could swear I heard you say that. Maybe I'm wrong though.
Yeah, because when you're broke, obviously you want to do something, so that's what I do, right? But now I can't do it. Now I'm a celebrity. Now I have to I gotta screen Jasmine properly.
But Zherka, would you say that you had
Yes.
getting around higher I guess more prominent people with more clout making more money? Would you say that the quality of women that you were around changed?
That quality thing it just reflects the male's nature. If he's around hoes, he has a dirty mind. Like 100%.
So wait, is that yes or no?
The question once again is, were you hooking up with...
Also, he's really quiet.
I'm saying that if you
Zherka's
go for
volume's
one type, you're going to continue to go for that type even after money, right?
Well, we're just talking about you personally, Zherka. Like, do you feel like you're getting higher quality girls now that you're rich?
Higher quality in personality or looks? In looks, they're definitely better looking, yeah.
More wifey
What about personality?
You have access to a more wifey material girl now?
I mean, they have a history, so that's not wifey, but
well, Zherka, you want the virgin wife, right? Like, that's the goal?
No, that's a joke. I don't think that's realistic.
That's not the ideal though.
Well, I have a theory that there's no such thing as a good-looking virgin.
What about Farah?
What about her?
Virgin? She's a good-looking virgin.
Yeah,
I don't know.
She's nude. She's nude online.
I don't know. Okay, but wait, I like what you said earlier about you will go for the same quality women even when you have the money. So we see this a lot with either new money people, athletes, rappers, that they end up getting all this money and then ending up with a Black China-esque woman, which I'm not saying she's
There's a big echo right now. There's a really bad echo. I'm not sure if it's Zherka or...
I don't hear a chat. Can you let me know if you hear an echo?
If you don't hear it, it might be you then.
I heard the echo.
It's her tits.
Okay.
Yeah, I hear myself echoing back now as well.
Let me fuck around with some things. Automatically reduce my background noise. Okay, is it better now? I've just changed.
Hello.
Yo. Yeah, no echo now.
Okay.
Yeah, but my point is that a lot of times the higher...
When Jasmine talks, there's an echo.
Okay, let me adjust her shit. Okay, she should be good now.
All right, am I good?
Yes.
Okay. So a lot of times when you come from whatever, and then you go into this new money world and you get all this money, then you end up with these same type of women, these hoes. You just have more of them, and maybe they're a little bit hotter. They have more followers on Instagram. Is that necessarily higher quality?
I would almost actually disagree with that. I think that a lot of guys who just become rich actually wind up getting used by gold digger. I've seen it so many times. The ones who...
Well, I think it points out to what he's saying is not what Zherka's saying that's not being mentioned is that the money doesn't necessarily change the character of the man and what the man is attracted to or what he's attracting. Because if you're a shit person, you could be a shit rich person and you're just going to attract shitty rich people, right? So I think the character aspect of it is what he's talking about. It's not the money.
I thought that's what you guys are asking. What were you guys asking?
Well, not really, because we're actually asking if the women are higher quality, meaning are there women that are more desirable? Whether or not you would actually date them is one thing or another, but are there women that more guys would
for
find
yourself personally?
Well, obviously, if the selection goes up and you have more to choose from, the percentage gets higher that you have more quality with the dumpster fire too, right?
Correct.
Right, but do you feel like you're attracting more wifey material girls now that you're rich?
Not the way, but that's how I speak, right? They're not gonna come to this. It's because of me. It's not. Women are blameless. They're delusional like animals, bro.
Zherka is saying that you have a bigger pool to choose from, so you'll have a bigger pool of all different types of women to choose from now.
Like if you want the best ideal scenario, not to cut off you, Queen, but if you want the best ideal scenario for your lifestyle, that tradcon shit, you wouldn't do what Sonny does. You'd move to the countryside. You know, those country people actually can make it. They have like they have a slim chance. But Sonny's an influencer around a bunch of hoes that love him, and he's famous and all that. So for him, it's always going to be like.
But I also recognize that like the goal is to go to the Italian hills and find the wifey out there. You know, like I'm not looking for the wife in Miami.
Okay,
but Sonny, you don't have to go there. Like that's the thing that I just fundamentally disagree with the red pill. I agree with you. There's going to be a higher percentage of wifey material girls somewhere in like Europe, but there's plenty of wifey material girls in the United States if you know how to look for them, how to.
But they're not hot. No one talks about that. They're not hot. If they're hot, the world gets to them first. That's the truth. No. If they're hot, the world gets to them first through Instagram, through something. You're telling me that there's good-looking, pure people. Not even in medieval times did that exist. It's a fucking unicorn argument by retard tradcons. And like, bro, unicorn arguments make people kill themselves. It's either she's hot.
What percentage of women do you think have like a pop in social media where they have a bunch of like thought pics and stuff like that? But just ballpark.
I actually never thought of that.
You don't necessarily need a popping social media to get attention.
It's a small percentage. Like half the girls have their Instagram set to private.
And Zherka, do you think you're gonna meet the beautiful like ones that are in these insulated, more religious or academic communities that are really hot, but they're not on Instagram or they're not watching this kind of content, and you're sitting here like, yay, hoes are stupid. Like obviously they're not going to be around you. That doesn't mean they don't exist.
Well, they would be around me. I wouldn't be around them because they don't look good. No one talks about this because it's the black pill.
How do you know they don't look good if you're not around?
There's no such thing as pure and looks good. Because how women are is they're socially calibrated for attention. We all agree. If they're calibrated for attention, the ones that look good are going to get a lot more of it, meaning they're going to get piped, meaning they're not pure. Now, if would you agree that a girl who's like a 5 or 6 is going to get massive attention anyway? I mean, we've done Tinder 5 or 6 should be hung in a guillotine. Why are we talking about 5s and 6s? We got online
I'm trying to build a point. Like when we did an experiment
for Sonny and me and you and what the fuck? I'm gonna kill myself.
Okay, but just listen to what I'm saying though. We did like a Tinder experiment. We took photos of an obese girl. She got something like 500 likes in 24 hours. So even the girls who are not attractive are still getting plenty of male attention. Is there really a difference between 500 likes and 1,000 likes?
Yeah, there is. Because again, 99% of the people these OnlyFans girls have paying for their shit, these girls are afraid of their own fans. So they're not even considered humans. They're not even in the argument.
I agree, but that's a separate point.
Well, we're talking about top 10% of males. Like you're talking about getting Sonny's life fixed. Is that what the show's about, right?
No, that's not what the question I asked you was. I'm just talking about, we're talking about whether there's hot virgins. You said that the girls who are attractive get corrupted because they get way too much male attention. The point I'm making is that pretty much every girl gets way too much male attention. Like again, we've done so many Tinder experiments. It seems like girls who literally weigh 300 pounds will still get like 500 likes.
Yeah, but Alex, we don't say that part out loud. That's really black pilling. That's way too. You're going too far now, bro. You have to give the audience some hope. You're saying the obese bitch is Kim Kardashian as well? It's true.
Right. There's an upside to what I'm saying, but anyway, that's neither here or there.
I have a question. What do you think like affects a woman's likelihood to be a hoe more? Her attractiveness level, and then what percentage of that versus what percentage of her upbringing, her family, her community? Like, let's say she's an Orthodox Jew.
Orthodox Jew? I mean, Jewish women really get around a lot, so I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you this, bro. Let's just say it like this. Every Catholic girl I've been with, they turned out to be the worst ones. So it's
the ones you've been with. That's a selection bias.
But I'm saying even if they're pure, they will get corrupted. Women naturally follow, right? So if there's zillions of dollars in the mainstream media pushing them to be hoes, nothing can stop that. Not religion, not family, nothing. It's over. That's why since the digital age, since the digital
Are we JQing
age,
right now?
Since the digital age started, a 20-year-old chick today is at 12 body count. A regular chick. 12.
Zherka, would you say the mainstream media is pushing men to be soft and to be blue pill?
Yes, that's
100%.
And it's great. It's less competition.
So then why are you not blue pill? How are you able to?
I am blue pill. I'm defending her. I don't want competition. Let these simps
come on,
pay.
like real talk.
Pay.
Real
what
talk.
the fuck?
Come on.
If
give
these
me a
simps
real
pay
answer
the
to that.
girls, we don't have to anymore. We're going blue, bro. Fuck this red shit. And here's what's funny. We're trying to save men. These same simps report our channels and dox us and try and kill us. Let these simps pay for that shit, ruin their lives, and then the top 10% of males, we can just be like the alpha lions. And we just, that's why I don't stay with my real life buddies and I joined a call with fucking kind of strangers, right? Because I'm with the top 10%. Fuck this. We got to leave society. Let it burn. Stop trying to save the world, bro. It's not... Everyone's trying to save the world, and it's only getting worse.
You're quite good at trolling. Go ahead, Jonathan.
Sorry, no. I was just gonna say. So, should men provide for women, or are we blue pilled and done with that? They should provide for themselves.
You should provide, so you own her like a dog. Yeah.
He's just trolling.
No, I'm not trolling. I'm not trolling. I'm not
Nice.
trying to get you in trouble. I'm not trolling. Bro, if you go up there and take her on vacations, buy her that Louis V bag of shit, and say you can't leave this house. They're not going to leave. They're going to be happy. That's a better life. You have more control. You want control and power, abusive power on her.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem. See, there's a difference between being in control and controlling. See,
oh my God. Glenn, I love you. You don't believe this. You don't believe this.
I think women are attracted to a man that's in control, but not a controlling man.
But Glenn, check this out. Don't you feel like a bitch if you don't pay? Am I the only one?
That's having control, right? I lead, I pay. That's my job. That's what I believe.
I swipe the.
But like, I don't need her to be trapped in the house.
Why do you feel like a bitch if you don't
your
pay?
point, it's not even necessarily about telling them what to do and being like, bitch, you can't leave. But it's like, are you really the girl that wants to go out? Isn't it almost using like little tricks to be like, you're not that kind of girl.
Why have to have
Well, I need the money.
You're not telling them, but you're like,
No,
why do you need to have the tricks?
You literally tell her.
You think to psychologically like abuse them through financial means. That's so that's
Yes.
go out. That's
Yes.
the girl who's not out because her like livelihood depends.
No, that's just having standards. You can say if you want to go out to the club and go out
Yes,
and have
but
guy
standards
Yeah, but there's no tricks required for that. If the girl's the kind of girl that wants to do a lot of shit that you find reprehensible, then you just wouldn't date her, right?
Exactly. Why? Like, I don't need to force anybody to change for me.
Agreed.
Okay. If you listen,
Glenn, you're not forcing.
If you don't already have the values that I have,
Glenn, you're
then
not
you're obviously not
Glenn.
the one for me.
Glenn, you're not forcing her to change. They're naturally going to follow whatever's trending. So technically, you're just telling her to go back to regular female nature for thousands of years. And check this out.
If she already doesn't have that regular female nature to begin with,
okay,
why am I even
question,
dating her?
Glenn, are women safer today than they were in the 1950s? Of course not. So clearly, if you say you don't want absolute control over your wife, what you're saying is you want her to live in a more
safer?
Yes, you want her to live.
Difference, like
yes,
no. You're conflating the two things here.
No,
I
Tinder
don't need
age
to
is
have
not
crime
safe.
rates are way down. I don't know
provide-
what y'all are talking about. The crime rates today are similar to what they were in the 50s.
No,
They
I'm
were
talking
up
about
in
no,
the
I'm
80s
talking
and
about
90s.
no, I'm talking about rape and harassment and sexual assault.
Well,
through
those
Yeah,
Tinder
violent crimes
dates,
especially.
through
Yes.
Tinder
Violent
dates.
crimes are like down the most. Yeah.
Those have dropped
Whoa.
significantly.
Were women more harassed in the 50s or today?
Well,
I don't know if
women-
harassed, but
it was a
violent-
little bit different because they had
What
domestic
the-
abuse
in
at
the-
higher rates back
In
then.
the 50s, there's women.
I think
who,
rape is worse than being harassed on the street.
It's all the, check this out. In the 50s, it was very rare that a girl goes on a Tinder date because it didn't exist. So she doesn't get drugged. She's just traditional. She has a safe life. If you don't want absolute control over your girl, you're saying to her,
Women sleep
I
around most
want
of
you
it,
to be in an unsafe world. So
No,
all of
see,
you
like-
are pro-rape. That's the truth.
No,
if you don't want to go back in time, you're
I don't
pro.
want
That's the
absolute
truth.
control. If she defers control, If she defers authority, that's different. That means that she's choosing to do so. Nobody's forcing her. It's a choice that she chooses to fall under my leadership. She chooses to live by in the framework that I build, right? That's a choice. Controlling is like, you are trying to, woman, don't you dare go out there. If you go out there, I'm going to kick your ass.
Okay, but Glenn, what about a
difference?
What about a 5-year-old child?
Wait, Zherka,
hold on, Alex, before I forget, because I have dodo brain. A 5-year-old child, you would be controlling so they don't get hit by a bus. A woman, Schopenhauer and all intellectuals throughout history agree that a female's intellect cannot surpass a child's mindset. It cannot. I'm sorry. So technically, if you want to control a child so they don't get hit by a bus, why don't you want to control your woman to not get hit by the world? Why?
Okay, so real quick, Zherka, you're at like a 85-90% troll ratio. Can I respectfully ask you to bring it down to like 50% at least? The second thing is that...
Okay, hold on, Alex. If you're not controlling, mainstream media controls her. That's the only alternative. It's more dangerous that way. That's all.
Okay, well, I totally disagree.
Who controls her, Zherka?
Whatever her feed is her religion. Her Twitter feed is her religion.
Let's explore what you said about women having the mind of an 8-year-old child. So if you actually look at the statistics on intelligence, it is true that men to be on the more extreme end of the range. So all the top chess players, for example, are going to be men, but also all the dumbest people, more of the dumbest people are going to be men. Women tend to be somewhere in the middle, but women, if you average out the intelligence, women are equal to men.
No. Well, check this out. There's never been a female philosopher in history for thousands of years because
that's what I said about the top extreme ranges.
But philosophy is the thinking component. That's all it is.
What about
I got in the top 2% on score on the LSAT, which is a test to test your logic, your ability to analyze, your reading comprehension. I would probably score higher than maybe some of the men in here. So do I still have the brain of a child?
Yes, you do. Because Jasmine, think of your life choices. You girls make you make short-term decisions. You don't make Joe Rogan $100 million Spotify deal decisions.
Zherka, you make some short-term decisions too.
Yeah, I'm a guy. I can make men can afford the risk. Women cannot. Once they are cracked, it's over. They're left alone forever.
That's the thing. Well, if I can make enough money now to retire at 35 and I still have
you can retire right now. You're rich. You have enough.
Exactly. That's my point. So how is that a stupid decision? How is that a childlike decision?
Well, you're going to continue to go against your mental health to make more money, and it's never enough, right?
Against my mental health, just because you determine that.
Well, don't you eventually want to morph and evolve into a traditional, or no?
Not necessarily. I want an equal. I want a partner. I want a friend. I'm not low IQ, so I can't.
Why would you lie? Why should lie? You say you want an equal, but you said you've never even been on one date with a broke guy. Clearly, you're dating up. You're lying to us.
Well, I've never been broke. My parents have money, so why would I go on a date?
Right, but you made the point that you want an equal. You've never even had an equal. You've never had an equal. You don't even know what it's like.
She's saying that the guys she's dating are the equals. She's saying she's dating across socioeconomic class.
She dates up. Women date same height or above, but it's always above. Same money or more, but it's always more. And check this out. If women date up, it proves they're the inferior gender because they're looking up at us. Right?
Jasmine, who makes more money? You or the guy? You or the guy that you're hooking up with?
Me.
Okay.
Jasmine,
what if a guy dates a woman who's better looking than him and dresses better than him and has better style than him? Is he dating up as well? Because that's how women are graded, right?
Not.
They're graded based on their looks and like how feminine they are.
You don't understand. No, you don't understand. Female, her psyche is she'll only open the legs if she thinks he's better than her. If all women only date up, it proves everyone they've ever dated was better than them.
Well, I'm saying guys will only date a woman or have sex with her if she's better than him, if she's better looking, if she's more feminine, if she has like more style and more like she's able to think about these things in a different way than he is. Obviously,
but
women that have.
No. It's the woman's job to open up. Like we're the ones going to them, and they're saying yes or no. They're saying yes or no to something that's better than them. That's all I'm saying. If she looks better than me, that doesn't mean she's better than me. What you're saying is not true. We're looking at the trinity of status, network, and looks. Women cannot complete this trinity. Status, network, and looks, they cannot. They can only do looks. That's the truth.
The idea that women only date up is not actually like in any way supported by the data. It seems the vast majority of couples are within the same socioeconomic class.
No, Alex, you don't understand. I'm saying through her perspective. It might be an illusion. She might be way better than me, but in her eyes, I'm better than her. That's why she's letting me hit it. I'm not saying I'm giving objective
And where
fact.
what are you basing this on?
You could ask women. They've done surveys of, would you date a guy who makes the same paycheck as you? And the answer is always no.
Or at least, what would
What are these surveys?
And hold on. Another thing. Alex,
Zherka, hold on. Wait, let me correct that real quick.
If we look at Carl Jung and all psychologists who's ever like studied women, they said that like 80% of the female consciousness is always lying. That's their reproductive strategy. They're not as open as men. So how do you know what they're saying is true?
The surveys say that women want, or that they are attracted to a man who dates more, not that they won't date a guy who makes the same amount of them or who doesn't make more.
But that's not dating if she's But that's not dating. That's not dating. No. If that's not dating if she's just dating to wait for an upgrade. That's not really dating. That's like slimy shit.
Do you agree there's a big difference between what women say they want and what women actually want, Zherka?
Of course, dude. You know how I know a girl's gonna fucking...
There we go.
You know how I know I can smash? When a girl says, I hate that Zherka guy, that's like in 100% I know I have her. That they always lie. You know why they lie? Because deepest seed in let's say we're going on a date, Jasmine and I, right? Let's say she hit the lottery. She hit the lottery and we're going on a date. Her deepest fear, every woman's deepest fear, is being overpowered, killed, and raped. So that's why the number one thing on a date is to lower her anxiety to 0. That's when she like do whatever you want, right? But men don't have that fear of getting killed. Now, if they have that fear, the only thing, like if someone pulls up in a Ferrari and says, get in, they hesitate. Even if it's a Ferrari, they hesitate because they're like, what if this guy's a serial killer? They're all fear programmed, meaning there's no truth in their thinking. If you're fear programmed, it means you're a lying machine.
So then why are you dependent? Why are you relying on their survey answers on what they want?
I'm not. I'm looking at psychologists like Carl Jung, Freud, and everyone else who've done these papers on women.
But
they all agreed that women are liars.
But you just acknowledged the fact that there's a big difference between what women say they want and what women actually want. So why would we take the surveys you mentioned at face value?
You don't have to. I'm just saying it's a safer world if you know she's always lying. Like, bro, have you ever asked a girl, are you mad? And she goes, no, but she's actually mad. They're always on lying mode, even if they're your bitch. Right?
Oh my God.
I'm serious. Like, check this out.
Glenn.
No, Jasmine, don't you agree short men are fucking disgusting, ugly?
I think Zherka primarily came on to just knock on Jasmine.
I'm not trolling. Yo, Jasmine, do you agree short men are disgusting?
No, I'm 5 feet tall. What's
she's
short?
lying. She's lying. Do you see how fast that was? Did you see how fast that was?
Jasmine, he's saying you wouldn't date a guy who's shorter than you. So even though you're 5
Jasmine,
feet,
have you dated 5'2"?
Probably wouldn't
I wouldn't date a guy in the bottom, like 1% of height, but I date a guy in the bottom.
Have you ever dated a 5'2" man?
Didn't you say that you dated a jockey who was like 5'2" or something like that?
I dated a guy who's like 5'6".
Oh God! What the fuck?
Or didn't you date a jockey or something? I thought you said you dated a.
I've never dated a jockey, but I'll date. I want guys in the let's say 50th percentile or higher for height. Even though I could get guys in the 90th percentile if I wanted to. Finding a tall guy is not hard.
Jasmine, can you date a jockey just so we can use that debates, please?
Sure.
Yeah. Can you go date somebody shorter than you first?
Yeah, please.
Do you guys want to? I have a bunch of questions.
Hold on, Alex. I think it's Tom and Alex. I think it's scary that you guys word this word dating. Would you date? Would you? You guys just said that if they can't get the one that's better than them, they'll settle for the attention of a loser. But this is an admission of guilt. You guys are saying that she's waiting to upgrade and cheat. That's not dating. That's not dating.
Saying that.
Nobody said that.
No one said that.
We all agree that they're waiting to upgrade. If they're dating
we don't agree.
If they're dating someone equal, they're not waiting to upgrade?
Most of the time, no.
Yikes.
No.
Oh. So you're telling me if Drake DM'd the average girl, she's gonna be loyal? You're fucking retarded, bro. If Drake said, "Yo, I'm gonna hold on."
Okay, think about it. With all the allegations about Drake, I think a lot of women are gonna be like, "It's Skeevy." But no, if you're in a good relationship where the girl is heavily invested and she's not a gold digger, no, I don't think most girls will cheat on you.
No, Alex,
there's some that will, for sure.
We're not talking about us. We're saying the Walmart couple, that ugly monstrosity you see at Walmart. You're saying that fucking bird at Walmart will not respond to a celebrity that DMs? Yes, she will. Yes, she will upgrade. DM her. She will literally upgrade.
Of course, some couples cheat, but that's why you want to screen those girls out before you get into a relationship. Alex, you want to be in a relationship with a girl who cheats.
Alex, you're making the argument that most average Walmart couples, the girl will not respond to Drake. That's the argument you're making.
I mean, I don't have an exact percentage for you, but I think that if you have a relationship where you've probably screened for all the red flags and the girl's heavily invested, which is going to be a small percentage of relationships. That might be like 20, 30% of relationships, because most guys overlook red flags and most guys have a relationship with the girl's not heavily invested. But assuming the girl is invested and you screen for a red flag, no, I think in a lot of times the girl will not cheat on you.
And the income doesn't have anything to do with your likelihood of being in this kind of relationship, right, Alex? For what you're saying about like screening girls and being in this relationship, like you're able to do that at 50K and 200K. It's not like the 200K.
Yeah, guy. You can do that in any income, sure.
Okay.
Okay. Let me ask. I know you said you have something, Tom. Let me just ask Zherka this quick question. What do you think are good pieces of red pill advice?
The greatest red pill advice I ever heard Myron say, that, like, you know, he has great stuff, but the life-changing stuff that everyone overlooks, when Myron said you will make less money living with a woman, that is 1,000% true, and nobody realizes it, because, like, let's say a millionaire is like, nah, I'm making millions. What are you talking about? I have a wife. But he never runs the fantasy if he lived with some Wall Street type cats who are ambitious, if he had some crypto guy roommates, right? For all of human history, the men stayed tribal together, so they're strong. The guys who, if you live with a bitch, bro, you have to live like a king, where she has her own room and you have your own room. She has her own bed, you have your own bed. You have half the castle, she has half the castle. If you're in an apartment with her, she's gonna feminize you, make you weak, make you passive. She's gonna destroy your life, bro. You need to have serious money. You need to have a big place. You need to have a big friend group that keeps you away from her. And you know what's funny? We men love to melt and simp. Bro, I used to cuddle for 12 hours straight without drugs. Without drugs. Without drugs. And yo, the TV was off. Bro, the TV was off. We weren't even watching TV. We were just arguing for 12 hours. For a year I did that. You know how much money I could have made?
You're a real romantic.
No, I'm not. Imagine the real romantics. They're doing 10 years. I snapped out of it. Right? Now I'm just...
So what do you base that statement on, that you will make less money living with a girl?
I just look at the timeline of history, why men in since hunter-gatherer societies up until last 50 years or sexual revolution, they've always been separated from the women to maximize the potential of the society. First of all, look at the decay of the West. The decay of the West is happening because they went away from the church from the 1960s sexual revolution.
Married men make more money. Married men make more money, and most married people...
but would they make more if they're around the guys that they're making money with? If they live with those guys?
Well, men who get divorced also make more than they did when they were married.
No. If you take out a married guy out of that marriage, let's say he's still in the marriage, but now, let's say he's a YouTuber, but now he has to live with Alex, Zherka, Sonny. Yeah, he's going to make more. What is he going to do? You think he's going to go get ice cream with us? All we're going to do is content and make more money. The problem is we love that comfort. Like, Jasmine, it's so... I know how great that is, you know, to do that to you. But eventually, I'm touched this enough, and I go, dude, a year went by, and my bottom line dropped by 40% in sales, and I never noticed because I love busting.
That may be you, but then that wouldn't map onto the fact that married men make more money than these single men who live in these little like.
Zherka, you're also saying it's just like important.
They're married because they made more money. But how did they make more money? They're around the boys.
So when they make money, their income goes up. Now you're saying, but their income would have gone up way more if they.
Oh yeah.
But you don't have evidence for that.
Yeah.
Other than your own.
Yeah, but you guys gave me evidence for COVID, and it turned out to be a lie.
I didn't give any evidence for COVID.
Okay, all right. Or how about the evidence of is transgender mental illness?
I would say yes. That has nothing to do with me.
Or how about this? How about in psychology? since the start of psychology, they said being gay is mentally ill. They recently changed it. Do you guys agree that it's mental illness?
I don't think it's mental illness.
I thought you had the evidence. We have 40 years of evidence. Did the evidence update?
Wait, we're going on such a massive.
Yeah, I don't want to do these. Can we do experience arguments? If we do evidence, bro, you can find evidence. Remember when they said in the 80s, if you eat fats, you'll turn fat. So don't eat bacon and eggs. Switch to sugars like cereal, and everyone became obese from the high carbohydrates. Dude, the evidence is skewed. The evidence is a lie.
I understand that there's faulty scientific studies that come out sometimes, but I guess like you mentioned that they all throughout history that they lived with other men. Like at what point in history did married men live with other guys and not their wives?
Well, living would be like 12 to 16 hours of their day would be with the boys. That's living.
That's like, to add on to your point, Zherka, like for a normal person, like even just going out, like let's say you have a business and you have an office where you're with the boys all day, like that's healthier than just being around your girl all the time.
Because the psychic,
I agree. This is so basic
there's
too,
even
like,
books on sexual transmutation for young men that they should read these books. The psychic content can either go down, like I'm with Jasmine and it goes down and I hit that, or if I'm with the boys, the psychic content goes up. It shoots up.
Psychic content?
Yes.
What is psychic?
The libido is psychic content.
Yeah, she also I mean, Zherka, you could add on to this too, but you also respect the guy more when you have less access to him. Like you're gonna enjoy the time more if he's out all day that you have with him than if he's with you all day.
Yeah.
You should never be together 24/7, even as a married couple. That's not what I'm advocating for. But
no, you're saying 50-50, which is just as bad.
No, I'm not even saying 50-50. What I'm saying is that men who go off and live with other men in these like college dorms are not attractive to grown women that are married.
Really? Whoa. Wall Street guys at the club are the most attractive and they all live together.
How many Wall Street men live with each other versus live with their wives?
They spend 90% of the day at the office, actually. 90%.
Yeah, that's fine. But my point is that they come home to their children and to their families and to
they live 10% with their kids. 10% is not living. We're talking about breathing air. 90% of their day is with the boys. Right?
Wait, what was the point in history? Can you just clarify this? What was the point in history where married men lived with other dudes?
For all of human history, the point is to keep the male strong.
No. When
but you said we were separating men and women throughout all of human history. When were we separating men and women?
Yeah, it recently stopped. Up until the 1950s, boys would go to school, girls would go to a different school.
Married people.
Even married couples. Haven't you guys ever seen Twilight Zone where the man comes home late because 80% of his day is at the office? That's how it's supposed to be.
But that's not living with other boys. You're talking about living with the boys. At what point in history did married men live with other men?
He's saying that if you lived with other men, you would make more money, and I agree.
Okay, but there's
I'm saying that, then Myron's correct.
But there's no point in history when it happened, right?
No, I don't even do it. I want to live with a chick.
Right now, aren't gay couples statistically more successful than straight couples because it's two motherfuckers living together?
We're not talking about gay people right now. We're talking about straight people.
No, Alex.
Fuck your bros. That's the point. That is the lesson here. Just fuck your bros. Just get rid of women altogether.
I'm not saying I'm living this way or you guys or whatever. I'm saying if us four boys who just spent most of our day with the boys, would our paycheck go up? Yes or no?
Zherka saying just fuck the boys. Fuck your boys.
No, I'm saying you become more. When your paycheck goes up, you become more attractive, right? So the best case scenario is don't date till you're a millionaire at 24 years old. Stay with those guys. Then when you live with her, make sure she's not turning into a fucking. If you're turning into a little simp bitch, how do you know if you're turning into a simp bitch? Go to Walmart. Every couple you see at Walmart, the man is a simp bitch, right?
Wait,
Zherka saying dick isn't all that bad.
I'm saying you don't want that thing where your wife is looking at Zherka. How do you avoid that? If you have
staying on top of your game,
exactly,
by leveling up, by being the best option in the room.
Yes,
but I don't think you need to live. I don't think you need to live with a bunch of dudes if you're married. And like, hey, honey, we're gonna live separately.
Alex,
if you're living with a bunch of dudes, it's pretty gay.
Alex, I'm not saying you should do this. Like, what's the fastest way to make money? Rob a bank. I'm not saying rob a bank. That's the fastest way. That's what I'm saying. I'm showing female nature degrades male performance. It lowers it.
But you're robbing a bank would be bad advice. So you would say
It's
this is
not
also bad
advice.
advice?
You wanted statistics. It's not
Even when a
advice.
boxer's preparing and
But
going
so would
into a
you-
fight, he's not spending time with his bitch all day. He's around the boys and he's not nutting.
It's not advice,
Would you say the
guys.
cons of this though outweigh the pros, and so you wouldn't recommend it, just like robbing a bank?
Well, I don't think men can
all
do
he
it.
said
We,
was
we like
men
comfort.
being-
We like to squeeze you guys.
But no, also it's more conducive to a healthy household to bring up children, et cetera, et cetera.
No,
the way
if daddy is home all day, your kids think you're a fucking
no, it
loser.
doesn't need to be home all day.
Why,
It
why
just
is
needs
it so extreme? Like home all day or not home at all?
Yeah,
What is
Like,
this
because
dichotomy?
check this out. You're either in life. You're either Joe Biden or Trump. Trump.
no,
jet
you're
setting.
not. It's not that. It's not that
Yeah,
binary.
it is that simple. Because I'm
It's
not
not that
saying
binary.
I'm not saying that's the only archetypes. I'm saying there's only two directions you can lean towards. It's better to lean towards being on a jet like Donald Trump, away from his kids, but building an empire so his kids respect him and they want to do more with their lives. You guys are pushing people into the blue world, bro. It's very dangerous what you're doing, especially an incel. You think an incel should be living with a woman?
It seems like, well, an incel would not have the ability to live with a woman because he can't attract women. Just as a quick side note about the Trump comment, the only person who does not respect Trump is his wife, as it seems like she wants nothing to do with him. So I don't know how well that strategy is working for being attractive.
Big
But
divorce. It's a big divorce, yeah.
Well, like, would you say that you need to make $1 million before you can be successful in a relationship? Like, what if you're making $100K a year?
Still on this money thing, I get off for a phone call and you guys are still talking about the money.
Just brought it back up.
It's not, I don't ever say it's money. I think it's status, network, and looks. If you're filling up 3 of these cups just a little bit, you win. If you fill up the money one, you could be a nerd with money. That's horrible.
Okay, so money doesn't matter then.
No, money is power. Of course it matters.
Yes, and
power
to
is
get the
resources.
status and the network, it's important to get the money first because it builds those up.
Because Alex, remember, female
Yeah,
nature.
do you not think, Alex, do you not think if a nerd had money or a nerd was poor, that the nerd with money is going to have better luck
No, it
with
would be a
women than
nerd
the
with
nerd
status,
that's poor?
network, and looks. He'd
No,
have
but
to
he
go to
has
the gym.
the
He'd have
nerd
to have
with
some
money.
friends.
Right, but we're saying money is part of that status.
Absolutely.
It's
That's what we're
easier for the
saying.
nerd to upgrade those things with money. That's what. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think status plays a big role. I think looks plays a role. I think network plays somewhat of a role. So yeah, but
the way I look at it is like you need to have charisma. All right, you should be a guy that's charismatic. So you walk in the room and people are drawn to you, right? Right. You need to have power or the appearance of power. And what does power mean? It means that you have the ability to achieve the goal that you want, right? Physically or by other means necessary, whatever that is, that you have power, right?
You're a problem solver. Yeah,
problem solver, right? And then you have to have you have power, charisma, and then the ability to influence. Can you get people can you inspire people to believe in what you believe or fall into your frame? That's the ability to influence. None of that requires money. You could be broke, you could be broke, you could be homeless, and you have all those traits. So the money aspect doesn't mean anything unless you're talking about resources or you're trying to project a specific image or lifestyle that you have that you're hoping that will attract it. But see, the thing is, if you're wanting a quality woman that's wifey material, right? Wouldn't you want to, showcase those other 3 traits more because that would be more attractive if everybody else is making resources? Or if the money,
I agree with everything you said, with the caveat that I think that if you're broke, that's going to make you less attractive. You need to be middle class.
Yes, less attractive in the sense of like long-term investment or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, just like if you're homeless, like that's your attraction value is going to be right down. You need to be at a point where you're like middle class, and after that, you get massive diminishing returns.
I just think you need to have a balanced approach. You can't if you focus way too much on one thing, you're suffering in other things. If you don't have a balanced level approach where you're trying to constantly improve in all these areas in life, as you continue to grow and as life continues, you want to improve this year more than you want to do better this next year than you did last year, in all these areas. You want to maintain your physical fitness, not just because you want to look sexy, but it's healthy for you to be in good shape. Like a lot of this shit is common sense and this has nothing to do with staying sexy and making sure that this bitch stays in line, but it's also for your own longevity. So
Zherka, do you agree with the concept of leading with your wallet? You're muted, my friend.
Yeah, I was saying the money thing is for network. Like if you're a nerd but you're a millionaire, now it's very easy for you to get on a yacht with people who have a big network like Fresh and Myron. So your life quality goes up. That's what the money's for, really. The network.
Yeah, it gives you the resources to do other things. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what
The
I'm
money's
saying.
like the first
But
step of
I
it all.
definitely think you should lead with your wallet. You should lead with the largest illusion you can. Like, let's say, if you really want a bitch to fall for you, right? Don't spend a year, all that money on dates for a year, right? The first 2 weeks of meeting her, take her on vacation. This is where you can apply the most amount of manipulation, lead with your wallet. Then you don't ever have to take her on a date and she'll just stay with you because she's bonded over nice vacations, nice lifestyle. You give her this illusion. Then your job is to establish a bond during the illusion. You take the illusion away and say, I'm never spending money on you again, bitch. And then they stay. That's the charisma part, right?
So that's pretty fucking snaky, if you ask me.
I don't. Hold on, Glenn. How snaky is female dating strategy? So stop. Stop. They're way worse. They're way worse. They are. This is not snaky. I'm saying counter ops. Hold on. Glenn.
Let me give this illusion. Let me give this like pretend world that you think I got.
Glenn.
Oh, now you fell in love with that?
Glenn, who are the
bitch?
Okay,
different
Glenn.
world.
Glenn, check this
Like,
out.
that's so fucking grimy.
Glenn, if women are the money terrorists, this is just counter ops. We're not being terrorists. We're just guarding our wallet. You could do it your way where you date her for a year and then you lose way more money. I'm saying do it the faster way. Look, it's not.
What percentage of women do you think are money terrorists?
Alex.
Yeah.
Alex, is a woman manipulating a man for his time, money, and resources?
Some women.
Oh, what do you mean some? All of them?
No, most girls are not.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. What do we mean by manipulating? When
Manipulate
we say
means will she stick around with you just because you have those things? Even if she doesn't really like you, she'll stick around for the new lifestyle. Will she do that?
Some girls will.
No, it's not some. It's all, because all of them would respond to Drake's DM. All of them will respond to Drake's DM.
When you say,
well, yeah, I can see how you would think that, since your strategy is leading with your wallet, so you're going to attract those types of girls.
I don't think my bitch would ever respond to Drake because I have status, network, and looks, and I'm funny as fuck. But the average guy doesn't have any of those, so he's fucked. All I'm saying is, if you want to get her, don't follow regular dating patterns of take her to fucking. What do you guys do? The fucking Cheesecake Factory for a year? That's boring shit.
I don't do that either. There's a nice middle ground where you don't have to take her on an expensive vacation and then set these expectations that you later renege on, so as to speak.
Yeah, but Alex, you don't understand. Alex, here's the problem.
We're talking about things that actually the kind of girl that's going to be drawn to the proposition of going on a fancy vacation. It's not going to be the kind of girl you ever want to date, and that's going to be the kind of girl that probably will be a gold digger. But yeah, you can. There's a nice middle ground where you could meet up for the girl with a drink, pull her back to your place, bang her, and then you can have a pretty chill.
That's really working for men today. Come on, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, okay. Leading with your wallet is also really, really working for men. Yeah, that doesn't result in guys being used for every dollar they have.
I'm saying just go by how her brain is wired. Her brain is wired for first impressions. So the first 2 weeks of meeting her have to be magical. Then you could do whatever the fuck you could beat the shit out of her. She won't leave you. You understand?
See, like that is that bullshit. That's
don't beat on her. Right, I'm not saying beat on her. I'm saying you have the option.
You're saying sell her a dream, make her buy the dream,
because
pull the dream away from her.
Glenn, you
assume, how long did that work with Fresh?
You guys assume she's not selling you a dream with the lies, the makeup, the Mercury 3 body count. Like, come on, bro.
Where does someone doing wrong give you the right to do wrong?
It's not wrong. It's counter ops. She's the terrorist. I'm doing counter-terrorism.
I think for your type of relationship and your type of women, go for it. But that's also
all types of women. All women. Look, bro, I worked at clubs for 5 years.
Exactly.
No. Whether they're married, good people. I've worked at regular sports bars. They always try and cheat with me because they want toxic. This is what the red pill is be toxic so she loves you. Okay.
Well, I do appreciate you.
I'm not saying hit her.
I would think that.
I'm not saying
they're saying clubs are already a specific type of woman.
I'm not saying beat her up. I'm saying don't waste your life listening to this panel's advice. Look at the statistics of women who get beaten on and they still stick around. They
How does
love
that
the
support your
toxic.
argument?
They're fucked
This
up,
brings up
bro.
an interesting point. This actually brings up an interesting point. We're talking about everything that we've talked about the guys like leveling up and having these metrics, but you know, and this will get you the more options, whatever the case is. What about the part of like what a guy should actually look for, or what should, you know, for a woman when he wants a long-term relationship? What qualities? I think that's what's missing here.
No,
the guy
nothing.
can level up.
You
The guy
can't
could
fu-
level up all the way up, and
Glenn,
he could be
Glenn, whatever.
the guy can level up, but if he doesn't know what he's looking for, if for a relationship that's going to be a good relationship, then he's going to keep on running around to the same problems that he has.
No,
So
Glenn,
he needs to understand what he wants in a woman first, what kind of character he wants in a woman.
Come on,
first.
we all want the
How does
same
he
shit.
want her to carry herself? How does she want her to present herself? What he decides as what he would fit as, this is the type of woman I want to meet or be in a relationship with. That's important. If he doesn't have that part first, he's not going to understand. It doesn't matter how much he levels up, how much money he has, whatever all this experiences that he could give her, whatever dreams he could sell her, he's still going to the same problematic women.
Wow. Well, but Glenn, you got to see it as like an alchemist. Every woman is dirt, and you polish her till she's gold. You have to change her nature because she's programmed since 12 years old by Britney Spears and mainstream media that spends zillions of dollars programming her. You need to deprogram. Stop thinking, I'll just look for a unicorn. You have to literally mold the unicorn.
You have to fuck the feminism out of her. That's what
So
he's
do you
saying.
think?
And
Zherka,
with the
do
more
you think
dicks
you
inside
can
them,
take?
it hardens
Zherka, do you think you can take a gold digger 304 who's a massive cheater and turn her into the kind of girl you want?
100%. It's not worth it for most guys. I've done this many times. 100%. You're asking, can you change a woman? They change
I'm
every
asking,
day,
can you radically change a woman?
Absolutely.
And the answer is no.
Absolutely. Yes, you can.
Like,
hold on. Alex, if you're the right guy, can you do it?
You can inspire her to change for herself.
I don't think you're gonna.
Okay, Alex, what if you're Drake? Can Drake change them?
No.
Drake can't offer her a ring and she stops being a hoe.
A liar is still gonna be a liar.
Oh, come on, bro.
A disloyal woman will still be disloyal at some point in time.
Exactly.
Yeah, Drake's surely getting cheated on. Come on, bro.
But I think you could inspire.
Drake seems to have a whole bunch of other issues.
You could inspire her. She's gonna have to want the change.
Guys,
are you going to be
stop.
a guy could be the reason she wants to change because she wants him in his life, but you cannot force her to change. You can't force anybody to change, but you can inspire them to change.
Bro, women change every day. They're literally like monkey brain. One day they're a feminist, one day they're a vegan, one day they're a retard. Every day they're a retard. Like,
someone who's a chronic liar, you're not going to get them to change and stop being a chronic liar. Someone who has no morals, you're not going to get them to adopt morals. You mentioned Fresh earlier. How well did promising the girl the world work for him?
Which girl? I don't know Fresh's personal life. Which story?
The
one that's all over the internet.
What's the chick's name? Oh, Daisy.
I'll say this: for what most guys want, Fresh actually gets it. He gets 1 year with any chick he wants in Miami. That's what most guys want. So clearly, he's doing something right. Where he fails, I don't know. I don't know his life.
Do you not follow the story at all?
Yeah, she got what? She got knocked up?
Yeah, she got knocked up.
And then she got an abortion and went on a predator.
Yeah, that's neither here or there. She wound up severely hurting his business. She wound up, like fucking causing massive stress and anxiety. I mean, overall, it was a massive disaster.
Wait, Fresh has no anxiety. What the fuck?
Fresh
well, it's his reputation that got.
Yeah, his reputation just got annihilated.
What?
He said
Really?
the 304s on Instagram.
I feel like he's laughing about it. Isn't
responsible? Wrap it up.
Hold on.
And then
hold on.
Impregnated an Instagram.
Wait. The way I saw it is Fresh is laughing in his $1 million Aventador with badass bitches while this panel's trying to be like, what? You guys are trying to take him down because he's better than you?
I'm not trying to take anything down.
I'm bringing up an example because you mentioned Fresh earlier, and you were talking about promising the girl the world.
A guy who barely thinks and has a speech impediment does really good with women because he understands the game. He doesn't do this Cheesecake Factory style dating. Oh, 50-50. Jasmine, you want 50-50 with me? I'm fucking Brad Pitt. What the fuck you mean 50-50?
Yeah, he promises the girl the world, and then sometimes it comes back to bite him in the ass. Like this was the case.
Has it ever bit you in the ass?
I don't promise the girl the world. So
no. Have you ever been fucked over?
Have I been fucked over by a girl? Not any girl I was in a relationship
Oh my
with.
God, this is the lying podcast, bro. Get the fuck out.
What do you mean?
This is the lying podcast. The lying. No, I've never
I'm very
been fucked
careful.
over either.
I'm very careful about getting into a relationship with a girl. I scheme very aggressively. So no, I've never really been fucked over by any girl I was dating.
You've never made a mistake. You've just been with the right bitch every single time. That's
No, I have made mistakes. I've just never been fucked over.
No girls ever. You've never had a bad breakup?
No, I'm chill with all my exes.
Okay, that just means none of them give a fuck about you, bro. Like when you love someone,
or he didn't give a fuck about them enough. It can mean a lot of different things.
No. When
it just means that I didn't misrepresent myself, and there's no hard feelings.
No. Yeah. Listen, the opposite of love is not hate. We love our family, but we also hate them sometimes. But check it out. The opposite of love is indifference. What Alex has admitted is during his breakups, the girl was indifferent about the breakup, meaning she didn't have genuine burning desire. That's the truth. I'm winning.
No, the girl might have been upset, but there was no hard feelings because I didn't cheat on them. She didn't cheat on me.
But Alex,
there was no one that got fucked over.
That means you never established a bond. That means she never got jealous.
What the fuck are you talking about? You can absolutely have a bond and still not have fun feelings afterward.
She literally just said bye.
That's not at all what happened. That's just like your imagination right now.
According to Zherka's logic is, unless the bitch is trying to key your car and set your house on fire, you weren't the man.
Exactly. Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. I mean, well, Glenn, how spicy is your relationship get? You guys argue and you guys.
We good. Yeah, we spicy, but we good.
Yeah, but if you guys broke up, would it be like cordial? No.
No, I would never talk to her again. She'd be an ex. I don't talk to any of my exes.
It would be your two personalities. It would be so explosive if you guys broke up. It would be.
Well, I know you see us. You seen us.
Yeah, you guys are cool, but imagine if you guys broke up. You guys both have a temper. Imagine the calamity, right? Because you guys
there could be, or I could just like not give it attention.
Okay, Glenn, am I crazy that I think the girls that Alex has been with, they break up and they go, Alex is a great guy. We just didn't work out.
Well, first of all, I've never had a girl break up with me. Every single one of their relationships. I broke up with a girl.
Yeah, we're on the lying pod. No woman has ever broken up with you. This is the lying
no, I've been in 5 relationships, and none of them the girl broke up with me.
Okay, yeah. So can we
I don't know why you think you know my like past dating life better than I do. I mean, I guess are you saying that most of the relationships you've been in, the girl wound up hating your guts afterwards?
I've never been broken up with because they always come crawling back.
Oh, of course. Okay.
But
So
I have been, but I have been broken up with because I'm human. You're saying you've never been dumped.
No. I've been only in 5 relationships.
Man on earth. This is the greatest businessman on earth, bro. You just the only man on earth to have a perfect score.
Can we get back to like the point of the debate?
It's not a perfect score. It's just that I'm very selective about who I date. And the 5 girls, I mean, there was one where it was like a mutual parting of ways because she moved and it was just not going to work out long distance. Where we both just agreed that it wasn't going to work out.
At the same time, you woke up at 3 a.m. I want to break up. You guys said it at the exact same time.
That's not how adults handle things. We had a discussion when she got into grad school, and we talked about it, and we realized that long distance is not something neither one of us wanted to do.
Who initiated the conversation? Both.
Dude, this was like fucking 7 years ago. I don't remember who initiated. I don't remember who initiated the conversation, but the idea that like for example, that unless a girl breaks up with you, like what, you're not a man, or unless you get into like an argument with a girl, the girl hates her guts.
Look,
I mean, you're
clearly the expert. You're the expert.
You're saying that no girl ever broke up with you. You're saying no girl ever broke up with you.
Yes, they have. I said they have. They just came back, but they still broke up with me. You're the one with the perfect score. You're like Tom Cruise, bro. You're like fucking awesome.
You know, so there's something
not what a perfect score is.
Another point that, like you said, the red pill. What good has the red pill do, or what good has talking points, right, Alex? One thing is that guys want to constantly improve, and I think that's something that all guys should have, but it does kind of like in a negative way. It presents a negative outlook, like, hey, if you don't level up, your woman will leave you, or you could leave you. That's not necessarily a bad thing to have to worry about. Like, you don't want to be complacent. You don't want her to get complacent, right? You don't want her to get fat and unattractive, right? So she should have a little sense of dread. You need to be on your game. You need to be leveling up on your focus, do your thing so that you're always the best option in the room. Don't get complacent. A lot of people think that like, oh, love it, you can love me forever, just the way that I am. No, that love is conditional. It should be. Everybody wants it to be unconditional, but it's conditional.
Yes.
So if you're not doing what you got to do in any relationships, whether you're dating or you're married, if you're stop doing all the shit that you were doing to get them attracted to you in the beginning, you're gonna lose. So whatever you did to get her to the altar, you got to do that and more 20 years down the road if you want a successful relationship.
Like you have to be the best guy in the room in order to have this kind of relationship.
No, it's not like the best guy, but you have that desire to like always improve. You want to be the guy that like, you know, that's constantly moving forward. You know, you don't want to be the, like every time you go somewhere, it's like, oh, that guy's better than me.
These track girls, they date like guys that aren't like, they just have that like, oh, I just want a humble life and a family. Like this is
you could be humble, but still want to be the best at what you do.
Like be a good person, work to improve yourself. That's fine. The idea of being in a room and having to outperform other people in order to have.
That's not what he even said. He just said. I'm
not trying to outperform anybody, but I'm just trying to still constantly improve. I want to improve from today to tomorrow, constantly working forward, constantly improving, not get complacent and not like just be stagnant. Because that's
I mean, Glenn, I can add some context. All right.
Go ahead, Zherka.
All I teach my guys, and I have to drill it through their head because it's like they forget. Look, women see ones and zeros like the Matrix. You're either it or you're not. They either like you or they don't. These are archetypal patterns. You have to fit the mold of her literal dad, not her nerd dad, the dad she's always wanted, in her animus, Jung would say, right? You have to fit that. As time progresses, you have to be more of the dad. You have to wipe her ass more and more and more like a child, and then they stay with you. If she never sees you as a dad, you're getting replaced quick. Very quick.
Zherka, do you think that's why when you're having sex with the girl and you're in like your most primal state, that's why they call you daddy? Is it because of that, or that's separate?
No, you gotta ask Jasmine. You gotta ask Jasmine that. I don't know.
Wait, Zherka, every girl that you've dated, you were similar to her dad? Is that what you're saying?
No. The dad. Alex, you're not following. It's not her biological dad. It's the archetypal experience of every male she's encountered that is the animus. This archetypal energy in her psyche. Like for a man's soul is feminine, it's his anima, meaning all female experiences you've ever had, girlfriend, mom, cousin, they all turn into this angelic being in your head. Now, when a girl doesn't fit that mold, let's say the mold is like angelic being of beautiful and pure, and she starts cussing. Now you get angry. Why are you cussing? The perfect girl doesn't cuss because it's that perfect mold she's not fitting. She has the same mold for you. That mold is the dad. It's to be taken care of. She's the passive lunar principle. You're the active solar principle. Alex, you need to start reading books. You can't just give advice, bro. Come on.
What books did you read this in? I'm curious.
Psychology. Don't sell dating advice.
Which books?
Alex.
Which one?
Study psychoanalysis with Freud and study Carl Jung, archetypal phenomena. But now check this out, Alex.
So if I read those, it's going to say what you said?
If you want to make serious money in the dating market, don't sell dating advice. Sell them psychology. It literally works. Like, think about it. Can a therapist manipulate their patient? Yes, they can. They know how to do it. That's what dating is. She's taking your time, money, and resources, manipulating you, and you're trying to put a stop to it. That's all it is.
But the underlying disagreement is that you seem to believe that pretty much every girl is going to try to manipulate you. And I think that you can screen those girls out very easily. And that's not the majority of women.
No, majority of women. Hold on. Here's the difference from your mom and a woman. Right now, you're seeing women as your mom, like pure. Check it out. Let's say so I'm banging Jasmine from the back. And now I'm dating her, right?
I knew he came on just to flirt with Jasmine.
Why so specific in detail?
Because she's the only girl on the call, right? And I don't want to assume genders, but now check it out. Let's say I'm with Jasmine and I start doing heroin. My mom will try and find and save my life if I'm doing heroin. Jasmine will abandon me in 1 week. Even after a 10-year relationship,
all your friends will do the same thing.
How fucking evil they are. Alex is ruining people's lives saying, women aren't that bad. They'll leave you if you're going to kill yourself on heroin. They're not like your ma, bro. They're nothing like your ma. You're so stupid. And
why are you so attached to the idea of banging a girl who resembles your mom?
Now check it out. If your wife, now check it out. If your wife, now if your wife of 10 years,
be attracted to someone that.
Yo, Sonny, check this out. Sonny, if your wife of 10 years started doing heroin randomly, alone, you would go save her because you're not as rotten as women. That's the truth.
What?
That's the truth. Men try and save these bitches.
I can't even tell how much of this is trolling or not.
No, Alex, you say it's trolling because it harms your money. It damages your money, what I'm saying, because you want to teach people, you want to teach
Do you want to go into personal motives?
No.
Don't you have a dating course?
Alex, are you allowed
Don't you have a dating course like I do?
Yeah, but I'm actually rich off mine. But now check this out. Alex, look at this.
Oh, okay. So you make money, so therefore you're correct.
Because I'm actually telling the truth. Alex, you can't lie to people and say women are like sugar, spice, and everything normal. They're
no
not.
one's saying that. When did I say that?
Bro, you're making the argument that they're as pure as men. We save women. They don't save men. They abandon them.
But you don't think a woman has ever saved a man?
One example, go.
My girlfriend when I was sick.
Sonny, Zherka is evidence that the red pill rage actually never ends, and this is you in 10 years, homie.
Wait a minute.
I'm not even.
Look at yourself in 10 years.
I like a lot of Zherka's advice, but
no, check this out. Check this out. Let's be honest, Tom. You've never read books.
I've read many books. Yes,
Okay,
I've read
what
maybe
books
like 4 or 5 this year.
I don't actually think you've read that many books, honestly.
I think there needs to be more about anything to the extreme is bad.
No,
So
I want to know,
here's
Tom,
the thing.
what advice do you give since you're so smart?
Who?
What advice on what? What
Give
specifically
young
are we
men
talking about?
Give some dating advice. I want to hear how generic and stupid it sounds.
If you have to give me something specific. If you want just general advice,
Incels
yeah,
are
I'm gonna
lonely,
give
bro.
pretty much general
No,
things.
the floor is yours. 10 minutes. Incels are lonely. Don't choke. Don't choke. Let's see it.
I am not choking you. I'm asking you a question. You are not answering it.
Yeah,
What do you want advice on?
Incels, how do they cure their loneliness and build the courage to talk to girls?
That is the solution. It's for them to talk to the girls. You just gave it in the answer. Yes, talk to girls. Yeah, like you want to tell them how to talk to girls. Like you can't just give like some simple like little advice on like this is how you talk to girls. This is how you do it.
This is what a snake oil salesman looks like. This is what a snake oil salesman has no advice for the audience.
People, like,
takes their money with no advice. Never read a book.
Hey, this is the fucking talking point. Just take this. Whereas like it's more nuanced. You actually have to teach them how to have charisma, how to have personality, how to interact with people, how to understand facial signals and body signals and all this shit. You're saying like, oh, just tell them. Just tell them. That's great. You're the snake oil.
You had me at facial signals, right?
3 seconds. How to do it. That's
when
what
she raises her eyebrows. It means she wants.
Yeah. What does it mean when she raises her eyebrows?
It means she's surprised.
The only piece of advice you've offered is that all women are highly manipulative. They need to tell them the dream and spend thousands of dollars on a vacation. But of course, that will not attract the gold diggers. That's the only piece of advice I've heard so far.
I didn't say you go take her on a vacation. I said first impressions are the most important. You're saying
you literally said that earlier. You're take them on a fancy 2-week vacation.
You're teaching men to take them on regular, average dates. They're already doing that, Alex.
Zherka, you have no idea what my content is. What do you think is an average date that I encourage guys to take girls to?
Wait, you go to the bar, have a couple drinks, right, bro?
And, yeah.
And how many eyebrow signals till you can grab her tit?
Grab her dick? What? The fuck are you on?
Would you not say that like the best first date could be like, let's say you're already going to like an event or doing some cool shit. Like if you were in Miami and we were going to dinner or some event, and I just text a girl to come along. Is that not one of the most ideal first dates because there's other people around?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Nothing about that ideal.
Are you crazy?
Ideal first date is just you and the girl, not you and your friends.
Are you crazy? Whoa, Alex. You're saying that if you're out with a group of people where she feels more safe, you guys all go to a bar together, your chances don't go up with her?
Yes, to add on to Zherka's point, she also wants more social validation from other chicks and people that you're not a creep. So if you're around other beautiful girls and other successful people, it shows that you're not a fucking weirdo and you're not going to.
Why would you just not hang out with her solo after you're done hanging out with your friends?
Well, no, he's saying that the first impression is friends. He's right. Sonny, you're 100%.
The first what?
He's saying the first he's trying to eradicate her anxiety. He's right. He's correct. You're wrong, Alex.
You should befriend a girl.
You should reframe it. Reframe it into you should befriend a girl. He's literally giving you better advice. He's giving you better advice so you can make more money, Alex.
I feel like I've only given good.
I'm already doing
like,
fine with money. I know you're really concerned about my wallet, but I'm doing okay, Zherka. I'll be all right.
Alex, you're a dating coach who said, Sonny, it's better to be one-on-one on the first date than at a bar with a
100% of this.
I agree.
The fuck?
I agree.
Oh, okay. So it's a better first date. You're gonna have a more chance of closing if you bring your boys and bring some random girls. That's gonna be better than being one-on-one and being intimate.
You just brought a bunch of distractions, and now you.
If you hold on. If
out
you guys are making the argument for a hookup, which is great. Where do most?
No,
this is great.
The argument for getting to know somebody on a first date.
But yeah, why would clubs be packed with people if a social environment is not the key? You idiot.
That would not be an adequate first date if you're trying to
People
get to know
don't take their dates to clubs.
It doesn't have
Like,
to
if
be.
you
It
don't
could
know
be a
her,
bar. It could be a bar where she feels safe. It could be a movie theater with your friends.
But why do you need your friends there? Do you need your friends to hold your hand while you flirt with a girl? Like, why do you need your friends there?
He's saying it's a higher percentage. I don't do it. I don't need to do it. But if I want a 100% success rate, I'm going to show her status, network, and looks. Meaning network as friends,
So that's a lot
lifestyle.
of virtual-
They're
Okay,
called
so
chicks
just
because they
to
want to
clarify this,
nest.
So if you want a 100% success rate, you're gonna bring your friends to babysit you on the date.
No, it'll
That's
be
not
her
even what
friends
we're
and my
saying. No,
friends.
because,
What the
he's saying
fuck?
bring
Oh, so you're gonna do a group date where all her friends are there and all your friends are there because girls never cock block each other, right?
But then
Well,
I'm
you
saying,
gotta
like,
know
bring
how
your
to
friends to
navigate.
co-sign that you are really a guy that's really cool and want to hang out with and be around.
You're just
Like,
bringing her into your
just-
element. I don't care.
How
why
about
this
you just
is
like
such
have
a-
her find out that? I mean, you don't
Another
actually-
thing you guys are missing is if you're
So just
bringing her
demonstrate
into.
it, but you don't demonstrate it like, all right, I have to create this plan, and okay, guys, I need Alex and Tom to show up at this time and give me a high five when I say this. Like, that's stupid. Just like, hey, be the guy. If you're the guy, you're the guy.
That's not even what I said. I said like if
I wasn't
there's
talking
something
about
going-
you. I wasn't talking to you.
But all right, well, I'm saying that's not what I said because my whole point of the first date is getting attacked so much. Not only are you bringing her into your element, but you're also putting her on the same team as you with everyone else. So then you can divert your attention. So then she wants your attention more, and then you can come back and joke with her and build the relationship more than just some stupid one-on-one date where you're asking interview questions the entire time.
Brilliant.
It's not, you
can have a one-on-one date where you don't ask interview questions the whole time. The fact that you guys
It makes
need
it
your friends to
easier, though.
hold
You
your
don't need
hand
to talk
on a
to
date is kind of more of a self-snitch on yourself.
You know what?
The
I
idea
never
that you
said-
can have a better success rate by bringing your friends on the date. It's like some middle school shit.
What are you talking about? Most hookups happen in party social environments, friends on friends.
Again,
You idiot.
Yeah,
That's not
especially
a
if your
date.
other
That's a
friends are
hookup.
already
That's a
hooking up
girl
with
you
girl.
need.
It's a
to
But
bring
you
her
just
that
said
night.
to get her quickly is to the
something I
bed.
like. Okay, you said take her on a date that someplace that you're already going. I kind of like that idea. If you like these restaurants, you take her on a date to the places that you
Yeah,
like.
that's
If you end up
fine.
counseling, guess what? You're already going there anyways because you like that place. Like if you know, that's cool. That's fine.
No,
And I have
listen,
no problem with
listen.
that.
We're saying that it always morphs into a one-on-one date after bowling with your friends and a couple of her girls where she feels safe. That's what we're saying. It's going to morph into one-on-one. If you're just with Alex and, so what college do you go to? I go to this college. That's a lower percentage. They want to have drinks, have fun with a bunch of people where they feel safe. When they're one-on-one with a guy, what would psychologists say? Their number one thought is this stranger going to kill me? You want to eradicate that feeling. Guys, it's not about red pill.
But you don't do that either. You don't.
I don't
bring
need
girls
to.
into
I'm
it.
the fucking king.
Nobody's
What the
talking
fuck?
about taking her out in the woods with a picnic basket and sitting
Yeah,
around.
well,
Like, nobody's doing that.
Well, it's the
Oh,
same
let's-
thing.
let's-
It's a
Let's
listen.
ask the-
Cheesecake
let's ask
Factory
the-
is
let's
not
ask
it,
the one
bro.
girl. Let's ask the one girl on the panel. Would you be more likely to hook up with a guy or date a guy, or just at least go back to his place if he brings his friends and you bring your friends, or if it's just a one-on-one date?
One-on-one date.
No. You framed that wrong. What if it's you guys, your friends, and then you guys branch off from the group, go on your one-on-one date? That's how all hookups work. She's lying.
No, they're not.
That's literally you reframed it so she's never alone with the guy with the group. If you frame it where she eventually ends up alone with him, that guy's
You're
always
not
going to win.
guaranteed to isolate the girl because her friends could cock block.
Why would her friends cock block if you're bringing?
Because women do.
Because girls do that shit, man. You're adding
have your
unnecessary
friends girls.
complexity
Yeah.
to the situation.
But what if a dragon shows
You
up?
don't think that
All right, so this kind of like really
like
is
first
like
or
way
second
left
dates
from what this debate
is more
was supposed to be
beneficial,
about.
Alex?
What? Say that again. Sorry. What?
You don't think that group dates are more beneficial on like first or second dates for
No,
for
I don't.
like
What?
No, absolutely not.
Really?
But most people meet.
I don't know.
Hold on, Alex.
No.
Most people meet through
bring a woman
mutuals.
or bring a girl that's like you're not really sure if that's a thing yet to your peoples until like you know for sure that you guys are dating now.
Yeah. If you like her, sure, I'll introduce her to my
But don't
friends.
just bring some random broad to like your group of friends. Like that's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are
That's
framing it
wrong.
wrong. You guys are all liars. Most people meet through mutuals. In a mutual
That has
environment.
nothing to
Like
do
what
with
the
anything.
fuck?
Totally
You
unrelated
meet
things.
and then you branch off. That's the whole point.
Hang out with my friends. I would never go.
What?
Yeah, the first thing she's thinking is like,
Jasmine,
is Carlton White going to be there? 'Cause
Jasmine,
this might be a real bad situation with his
Jasmine,
friends.
you're saying you have never been to a party with your friends and then you go with one guy and hook up. Stop lying.
Totally different.
What
You're
the
totally
fuck are you
different
talking about, bro?
Analogy. Totally fucking different.
That's 90% of her hookups. She won't admit it. That's 90%.
You're talking about something completely different.
You guys are losing.
I also wait. Another thing is I didn't even say a group date. I literally just said if you're already doing something. So
Yeah.
like if I'm going to meet other guys or just if I'm going to the cigar lounge and I'm talking to a girl.
Okay,
I'll
sure.
You don't even need to be talking to the girl the whole time for her to be attracted to you either. Like I've actually noticed that girls are more attracted when I'm talking to other guys and they see me doing my
Nailed it. That's real advice. Nailed it.
That is more
Because
attractive.
we all know women love a guy that can talk to other men. Okay, sure, that might be your argument, but Zherka's talking about specifically that the ideal first date is something that involves your friends.
Chaperones.
I'm not saying it's. I'm not. I'm saying it's the fastest way to eradicate her anxiety. Jasmine would never admit it. 90% of her hookups, her girlfriends were around, and then she branched off from her girlfriends, and Zherka piped. That's 90% of the people meet through. That's how it works, bro. I'm telling you. Yo,
This whole thing is just Zherka's master plan to try to bang Jasmine. This is what it all comes down to.
I'm filling her mind so she doesn't cut her wrist. But check this out now. I'm telling you guys, if your style worked, your style is the default, and men have never had more trouble. Your default position is not working, clearly.
What seems like more blue pill than shit? Going on a little chaperone group date with a girl.
I don't know.
Let him reframe
That is a very false equation because one, you don't know anybody's method or plan or options that they would choose to say. You're assuming. You're saying your guys' plans don't work. Well, you don't know everybody's plan. You wouldn't even know everybody's suggestion.
Glenn, you're a giant muscular pastor that looks like a psycho killer. Like women are afraid. They're a little moist. They like it, but they don't just admit they don't want to be one-on-one with you. But when you're at the bar with a couple of your buddies, she's with a couple of her friends, you're doing way better. Just admit it.
I normally am at the gym. I don't go to the bar, so.
Glenn, you're saying one-on-one. You meet a stranger off Tinder. She's super cozy with you, date one. Come on,
I don't date.
Yeah, there's girls out there that will go on a date with you without chaperones. Yeah,
it's also about even just getting the date closed. I feel like it's a lot easier to even get a girl on a date if there's other people around.
No, I disagree with that as well. I think a lot of girls will the idea of your friends being there, they'll be like, "Ugh, weird."
Yeah.
Well, no, I think they're talking about like group dates. Like they're not
bro.
talking about just like having your friends around. They're saying
Yes.
like double dates or triple dates or something like that because women are normally afraid of men on a first date. They don't know who he is, if he's a creep.
Exactly. Yes.
What?
They're in a group.
Thank you, Tom. Tom is honest. Thank you.
But you could plan like good dates. Okay. You could
Yeah,
go
no,
to
let me
dinner and a
tell you,
show, right? You could go watch a live band perform. That could be a first date.
Yeah,
like,
no,
there's
you
so
go
many
somewhere
different things you can put them in public settings that don't have to put them in like isolated
bring
moments.
your friend unless you're like 17. Why would you bring your friends on a date?
What,
Oh my
what
God,
do you,
you're not even listening. I didn't
Jasmine,
even
how many if you guys could see this girl's DMs, she will reject a million dudes who say they want to meet her. Even
We
if they're
literally did
cool.
a video
Hold on,
showing her
yo,
DMs.
Check it out. No, but check it out. This is what girls do. They'll reject a million dudes who say, "Hey, Alex wants to go on a date," but the one guy who says, "Hey, come to this nice party," her and her friends always go to that party. They
Exactly.
always go to that party.
Because that's
They
not a
always
date.
go to
No,
that
they
party.
don't.
They always go to that party. They always go.
That's not a date. You invited her to an event.
That's the point.
Not a
That the
date.
the first impression has to be better than the default. Your default doesn't work. It hasn't worked. It's worked in the 50s.
What is my
maybe.
default?
Your default is you meet a stranger and you take them to Cheesecake Factory one-on-one and see.
I never even said any of that.
That's like something.
That's obsession with Cheesecake Factory.
Here.
Man.
I'm gonna hit
I mean, with a woman who refused to go on a date with a guy because he drove her to the fucking Cheesecake Factory.
You guys are making the argument that women are not socially calibrated. They need groups. Bro.
No one's making that argument. No one said that.
Wait, another thing that Jasmine kept saying is I'm bringing people on the date. No, I'm bringing the girl on an experience that I'm going on. It's different. So
But with your friends or with her alone? Because no one wants to go if your friends are there.
Yeah, but it's typically my friends and some girls. Like if we're going on a boat or if we're going to like a dinner or if we're like going to the beach. It's like, hey, come tag along. And it's also about the way you ask it. It's a lot cleaner when you're just like, hey, come tag along. We're already going.
I love. He said the beach. Did you hear when he said the beach?
Why don't you just go on a date with a girl by
Sonny,
yourself? It's not that scary.
Sonny, you fucking nailed. Hey, Alex, it's not scary for us, but for your chatters, those losers, it's scary to them. To make them look less scary to the girl, a barbecue at the beach with a couple beers, girls and friends will make them look better.
Too.
It's easy for us. We can one-on-one with these bitches all day. I could slap a bitch, she won't leave me. But for the chat, you're giving the chat bad advice. The chat needs to look social, right? They need.
Yeah, not only that, but like it's hard for lots of guys who are antisocial to be able to ask questions and talk to them the entire time on a one-on-one date.
Yeah, Tom, repeat that.
Dates and more people sitting there.
The guys who don't have social skills are not going to be able to isolate the girl from her friends. They're going to get cock-blocked by the friends. So
girls, we're gonna be more scared if we're like one-on-one with you at a restaurant than come to my barbecue with all my other friends. Like if I think you're
that's just a lie.
Creepy too. Like I feel like you're just gonna have.
You could also tell her to bring, like, feel free to bring some friends as well.
How would you know, Zherka? You just said that you don't do this anyway.
What do you mean? I have done this. I don't do it now. I'm an expert.
You come to this random barbecue with people that maybe 90% are going to be annoying. Like we just don't want to do this. Like maybe a certain like 19-year-old college girl wants to do this, but not like most women.
What the fuck? Most women reject most of their DMs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my point is that if a girl is afraid to be alone with you on a first date, the last thing she wants to do is
No, Jasmine, you're not getting it. It's not that she's afraid to be alone with you. It's that anyone who's a stranger, even if they've got a Ferrari, there's anxiety there. We're trying to minimize.
Yeah, so why would you want to be with a bunch?
Because her friends are gonna be there. Her 3 friends are gonna bring 3 friends to the barbecue. That's how you eradicate the anxiety.
This is not how, like,
Jesus, bro, you've done this, Jasmine. You've gone out with your friends. You don't have friends you go out with?
Okay, yes. When I was like 16, 17, which is the age range you like, that makes sense.
That's a joke, okay? What the hell?
I like those ages.
Yo, what the fuck, Sonny?
I just don't know.
Don't snitch on yourself.
Same debate. Like, is there another like debate point? If not, like,
let's move on to the next topic. But
yeah, we can move on to
agree to disagree for sure. and here, if you ever want to find the truth, whatever the girl said, she's lying.
Well, I agree with you there.
Jasmine's pretending she's going to be 100% comfortable with a random chatter at a bar.
Why
don't you take one? Jasmine, go.
Barbecue with all his friends. No, thank you.
Because your friends will be there. What the?
Zherka, what piece of evidence would convince you that you're wrong on this? Just tell me this.
If the mainstream who fails with your methods, if they started winning, I would adopt your habits. But clearly, you guys are.
Wait, do you think that?
Like, wait, hold on, Alex. What's more common? People do what you're saying or what I'm saying? Everyone does what you're saying.
I don't think you have any idea what I'm saying. I think you think that I'm like giving typical mainstream advice, which is like, just be yourself.
No, Alex. I'm saying branching off one-on-one date after the social environment, the experience she gets, after her anxiety is lowered, is more effective. I'm sure you've had hookups where it's cringy, awkward. We're trying to minimize that because those traumas are going to make your confidence. It's going to lower your confidence. We want to eradicate her anxiety, right? We want to eradicate it. A big, tall, hairy dude, Glenn, me, we can do one-on-one and we can win. But we have status network looks. We have the whole cups filled. The chat only has usually 1 or 2. We're trying to make it.
What you're saying is much more in line with what mainstream advice is.
Alex, you know why I think you don't. Here's why, Alex, you don't understand me. Because you said you've never had a toxic breakup.
No.
Right?
I don't have toxic relationships to begin with.
Yeah, that's how I know you're not actually reading her mind, bro. Like, I'm sure there's.
Well, that's because I don't promise the girl the world. That's why typically I don't have toxic breakups.
Wait, I have a quick question. Is anyone here vaccinated?
No.
Tom, are you?
I'm vaccinated.
Tom,
Yeah, I got the first one.
I'm vaccinated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zherka,
Alright.
you too? Wait, Zherka, you're vaccinated?
99% of America is vaccinated.
I already got organ problems, bro. Whatever.
He has the 4th jab. All right, so what's the next question? What's I guess let's just see what the audience was asking.
Okay, so I don't see any questions on yours. I have a question from GC for $5. He said, Alex, have you changed your mind about men who use OnlyFans? Do you still think it's men subscribing to multiple women in hopes of dating them?
It's kind of a speculation, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Just my initial thought was that at least part of the reason guys subscribe to girls' OnlyFans is because they envision a shot with her. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Jasmine has tried to convince me otherwise. I don't know. I don't have a strong position on that.
And I would say less than 5% like actually message me like, hey, I want to get to know you, or even most people either just don't message you and just buy your content, or they'll message you asking.
Yeah, Jasmine, but they might still have a subconscious desire to hook up with you, even if they don't message you.
Well, I mean, maybe, but
I think you have a desire to hook up with any girl that you're watching.
Yeah, you're gonna have a desire to hook up, but they're subscribing to my OnlyFans and just buying the content and never reaching out to me. If they have this idea, they're not doing, their actions don't match that idea.
Well, it could be purely subconscious. They're not even consciously aware of it.
Well, sure. I mean, maybe people subconsciously want to date J-Lo, but that's not what.
Wait, Jasmine, you're saying
Jasmine, what about girls who
DMing
do
you?
the girlfriend experience? With those girls, do you think it's more likely that the guys are actually trying to meet with them in person?
Depends. I don't do the girlfriend experience, so I wouldn't know too much about that. But I think a lot of times, a lot of men seem to. I can't say, but I would say, especially talking to the other girls I know, it's like less than 10% who have this like idea, and then like,
But isn't that because they think a robot is texting them back?
I'm texting my people back, but no, a lot of them, they might not know that. They might not know that, and even if they
what about your other social media? You're getting DMs there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
so they're funneled that way.
I get more DMs on Instagram trying to get to know me than OnlyFans. So this idea that people subscribe to OnlyFans to try to get to know you doesn't make sense. I feel like people who want to get to know you just DM you somewhere else.
You might be different though, because you don't do the
DMing you on
girlfriend
Instagram.
That's true.
Do you think the guys DMing you on Instagram are following you on OnlyFans?
Probably not. I mean, like I said, on my OnlyFans, and they're all like, I have had a ton of subscribers, like top 0.01%, less than 10%, I would say, even DM me like, hey, how was your day? Or, hey, these are my interests. I think you're a really interesting person. Like most people are just there to see me get fucked. Like, that's it. It's just simple.
Wait, that's on there? What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go check it out.
All right. $10 from GC. He said, Sonny, in 2019, 81% of household heads. You're fucking shit. I'm old. Household heads with a bachelor's degree or more education had a spouse or partner who was also a college graduate. How if men don't care about education, money, or profession from women?
The circles that they're in, and also the majority of women are educated.
That's not true.
Do the majority of women not go to college?
The majority of women, not the majority of women, have even a 4-year degree. But then, especially once you get into those higher education,
You're basically saying why are guys marrying college educated girls? If I said that guys don't care about girls education.
College educated people are more likely to get married in general. So they're more likely to get married, less likely to get divorced, and more likely to have a happy overall marriage. So yeah, those people that are in those circles are more likely to marry other people in those circles. But to say that men don't care about that, that's not even what the evidence bears out. I mean, Corinne Lowe did a study where they had like the same girl, and above they put like her education level and her income, and men rated women as more attractive when they had higher income and higher education levels. And there was another study that they did where they looked at.
Wait, what studies are you saying that guys tell women more? What are these OF opinion studies? Like when you
they're not OF opinion studies. It's far more educated.
These are just lies.
Study. You're 20 years old and you just follow your little friend group. You don't know how to read. You don't know how to you don't know how to look at a study. So I understand that. I'm not blaming you for that.
Jasmine, you're saying if a girl makes more money, men like that?
Then yes, not you guys. I understand. Not
No,
you guys.
I want to know. I want to know, like, what's the study?
It's here. Corinne Lowe did the study.
No,
there is a study that was just. Wait, there was actually a study. I have it in here from that.
No, Jasmine, I'm seeing if you're lying. You're not lying. You're clearly winning this. No sarcasm. Sonny, maybe we're wrong.
Yeah, maybe we're
Why does that feel so wrong?
I just real quick, Jasmine, I have not seen that data. I have seen the data from Chinese dating sites saying that men are not attracted to education whatsoever, and that it's not like a preference for them.
Who gives a fuck about Chinese dating sites?
I mean, this is just like real life.
Well, we're talking about what they find attractive, so that would be like we're talking about men and what they find attractive.
Tom,
because she does
actually dating.
Tom, how about the men on this podcast? Let's all be real. If Jasmine was broke and you were dating her, if Jasmine was dirt poor and you were dating her, would that be better for you? Or
I would
if
prefer
she's rich.
I would prefer she's
better
poor.
for you
I
to
can
be able to
show her
manipulate
the world. I want to show.
No,
her
I want to
the
know.
world.
Does it like look at the men's faces? If you rewind the podcast, everyone got a little aroused, like a dirt poor Jasmine.
No, that would be negative. It wouldn't be a deal breaker, but that would be a negative because
Alex,
then I would have to fucking help her out with financial shit, which I don't want to do.
Well, you've never done that?
No.
You've never had a girl live at your place?
I've had a girl live in my place, yeah, but then she contributes in her.
If Jasmine was living in your place and she was dependent on you, would that be more attractive? Or if she had a high-paying job?
Well, like I would have to, if she was dependent on me, I would have to pay for all her shit.
But you just said you did live with girls before. You've done it already.
I've had girls live with me, but doesn't mean I paid for all their shit. They still contributed in their own way. They would pay like the utility bills and stuff like that, or they would get groceries.
Oh, I don't. Okay, what about
I've never dated a girl who was like dead broke. Every girl I've ever dated had like at least a little bit of money.
Your fridge with groceries, and you didn't have to ask her.
Alex, I know you get a bunch of chicks. I know you spend energy on this, so I know you've had girls live with you a couple months that are dead broke. There's no way. What do you think?
No, I've hooked up with dead broke girls, but I've never dated a broke girl. And for a girl to live with me, I would have to be really dating her.
You are detached, bro. You never say.
Why would I?
You don't want.
Why would I want some brokey loser living with me who's gonna have to pay for all her shit?
Yeah. So let me get this straight. If Rihanna was broke, you'd say get a job. Like if she was a hot Rihanna, you'd say you gotta go get a job and pay you.
Well, I think Rihanna is not attractive, so
all right, pick a girl.
Megan Fox.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't say it was a deal breaker.
Alex would tell Megan Fox he would never get done.
No, I didn't.
You would say you gotta go get a job.
I didn't say it was a deal breaker. I said that I would prefer if she had some money to her own, so I don't have to pay for all her shit. I didn't say it was a deal breaker.
Well, I'm saying what arouses you more, the independent woman or the dependent?
Well, this is not a matter of arousal. This is a matter of preference. Yeah, I would prefer a girl who actually is capable of paying her own bills. Sure.
Okay, Tom.
Yeah, from my understanding was like on like all polling says that men don't really like care about education as much, and women do care about education. But then when it comes to who you're around based on the job you have, the place you grew up in, and the people that you associate with, because of how much money you make, you end up dating across socioeconomic lines, not because that's what's attractive, but because that's just who you're around the entire time.
It's not true. So there was that study I just told you. There's also a study from 2014, Beauty and Status, the Illusion of Exchange and Partner Selection. It's in the American Sociological Review. And what was really interesting is they found both genders equally would trade attractiveness for education. And then
What?
I'll put it in the chat if you guys actually want to read.
I definitely would like to see it.
Let me get this straight. Men would drop the beauty of their chick so she could understand lesbian dance theory.
No one's saying that. Once again, just changing the whole.
All right, you frame it. Men would lower her.
Simple. The framing is so simple. Would it be more desirable, less desirable for a girl to either have her own income or be completely broke?
The only thing that I would sacrifice looks for is a lower body count and ideally a virgin. That's the
Yeah,
only
you
real
guys,
reason.
but you guys are not represented.
most-
And I wouldn't even do that.
Sonny, what if you had a girl who was like, she did work at McDonald's, but she couldn't really she wasn't able to have any sort of conversation with you about politics, about finance. She didn't have a great grammar or vocabulary. She wasn't able to.
She's perfect.
articulate herself very well.
You mean
She's
I
not
couldn't
able to
talk
sit at
about the
dinner with your
political and
family
economic
and
state
actually
with my
socialize
girl?
with anybody?
What are you talking about, Tom? What do you mean?
Well, I'm saying, if I take my girlfriend to eat with my family, I would like her to be able to socialize, be able to talk to the people, be able to have an intelligent conversation. I don't know about education, but I would like her to be able to at least be sociable.
Yeah. I don't care about formal education. I care about intelligence.
No, guys. Listen, we're men. We want to come home, and she's like, "I made an apple pie because I'm a retard and I burnt it." we don't want to talk politics. What the fuck?
Wait, do you want to have a retarded baby?
When a woman's retarded, it's actually a good thing. It means she's maxed out on beauty. Beauty is the best. I think beauty even beats purity. Because think about it, man. You gotta live with them till they're old.
So you would be on board with having a partially retarded baby, right?
Bro, a hot, beautiful woman is a retard. Yes, you want her DNA. You want your kids to be good looking, right, Alex?
But at the expense of being retarded.
Yeah, but it's also your job as the father to kind of guide them and mold the kids. The mother does.
Intelligence is largely genetic. So if you have a really, really dumb girl, then there's going to be 50% of her DNA is going to apply to the baby.
What? She's not going to be smart and hot. Who's smart?
Guys, I got a dip.
No, Glenn, stay. What the fuck?
Let me just say my final words here before I got to get going. So the question of the day was is the red pill community causing more harm than good? All right, I would say this, that when it comes to giving the descriptions of a lot of the problems or the situations that guys may be dealing with, I think the red pill is dead on, hits the target right there. Now I think their prescriptions, their individual prescriptions or their opinions on how to be successful with women or whatever the case is, I think it has to be defined as what the individual causes success. What do you define success as, and what does that look like? If you're trying to get the big old body count and try to be Myron or Fresh, sure, there's going to be some things that they offer that may not be ethical or may not be good for you as an individual in the long term, but it might reach your short-term goal of getting that notch count up. All right. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's good for you or beneficial to you. I think it all comes down to you have to decide whether or not this information that this individual is giving you as a prescriptor or prescription is actually works in your worldview, or is it beneficial to you and those that you're involved with. So I think description wise, yes, it's great when it comes to giving descriptions of problems that we see in this culture in this time. But I don't necessarily think that all or majority of the prescriptions that are offered are beneficial to either you or the women or, your future family or kids or whatever. I don't necessarily think that's beneficial to them in the long run. So that's where I stand on it. So that's why I've been kind of not say fence sitting, but I agree that the red pill does give beneficial information, but I also think it can be very detrimental with the information that it gives.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you coming on. I would disagree with the idea that the descriptions it gives are largely solid. I think a lot of their descriptions are way off, but yeah, that's, I guess, a topic for another day.
All right. Well, thank you, Alex. Thank you, everybody, for having me on.
Hey, see you,
All right, thanks, buddy.
We're still supposed to meet up. So when you come back to LA, you better hit me up.
You're in
dude.
Vegas. You're not in LA.
I'm in LA now.
Oh, I'm going to be there this week. Let's do something.
All right. Hit me up.
Yeah.
All right. Peace, guys.
All right. Take it easy, buddy. All right, Tom, is there anything
Yeah,
else?
I got another one. GC for $10 says spousal / marital rape is illegal in
Your mic
just fix the scratch. And Jasmine, are you the girl who debated Destiny?
I've debated with Destiny. I didn't.
Oh, you're a liberal. You're on his side.
Yeah. We did one debate where we were 2v2 and I was on his side.
Yeah, on the whatever podcast. You did better than most girls. You did good. Who's the opposing team?
Lila Rose and Trent Horn.
How big are your tits?
34G.
That's not
real. It's 100%
no
real. Yeah.
way.
The transition is perfect here.
No,
fine with
because
this.
I'll say this, right? I didn't notice till now. Now I'm staring.
They're real.
That's you don't normally see that. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's why I make a lot of money.
How much you make?
Well, I make 7 figures a year. That's all I'll say.
What does 7 figures mean? Like, how much you make?
I'm not gonna give you exact.
Because I want to know: are guys huge on titty guys, or are most guys titty guys?
Titties do really well on OF, especially big natural ones. And I've been pretty big on Reddit for those for a long time. And Reddit is a really great market because people are in these independent subreddits. It's all men; they're already horny, so it's a great funnel over to my OF.
Over 150K a month.
Over.
Oh, that's
All right,
great.
maybe you guys can connect later and talk about Jasmine's income and titty size.
Wait, Alex, what's the average these OnlyFans girls make monthly?
I think it's something like 140 a month or something. They don't make much. Jasmine would
Pretty
know
incredible.
that.
You don't even need fat tits to make
I don't know what
it.
the average is, but yeah, I'm in the top, so I wouldn't say my income is indicative of most
Okay.
people's income.
Well, yeah, that's
Also, neither are my titties, though.
All right, Tom.
I don't think most
what's the-
OnlyFans
what's the
girls
next-
do very
what-
well.
What's the next question?
The last one, GC for $10. Spousal/marital rape is illegal in every state, but it's only been this way since 1993. Until 1976, every state has an exemption that allowed a husband to rape his wife without fear of a legal consequence. I guess there's not an actual question in there. I don't know if I assumed because they were saying it while Zherka was talking about like
Bow. Beating them up.
controlling a woman. I assumed it was for him and had to something to do with that.
Define rape.
Yep, I was gonna ask that earlier.
I think it's going to be like non-consensual sex.
No,
So
but
what
is
is
it
consent?
that thing where she regrets it after? I don't really.
No.
No. What is consent? Does she need
Consent
a verbal
is like agreeing to a contract. So like if I go to a bank and I sign something, I'm showing that I'm
So
consenting.
I need to have
to
a
the thing.
contract.
No, it doesn't have to be formal. Her agreeing
Well, yeah, it doesn't have to be
either
formal.
explicitly or
Body language
implicitly
to
to
it.
having sex with you.
Would you say that?
Yeah,
it's
you
not-
can. If you read a book on eyebrows, you'll be able to tell whether or not she consented.
You're brilliant.
Behavior is negative. Even in law, like contract, how do you know someone accepts the contract? Well, even acting like they've accepted the contract counts in the court. So I would say.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a rapist.
It
Guys.
doesn't have
So
to
do you
be
think
acting
if a
like-
girl? So do you think if a girl is in bed with you like this, and she's going, no, is that rape?
Probably
Wow.
not. No.
Yeah, and I don't think that's most rape cases at all.
Mm,
I don't think that's most behavior anywhere.
mm.
I don't know.
What do
I don't know.
when I was growing up, I always thought that rape was like get dragged into an alley and like fist in the mouth and like shut up, bitch.
Yeah,
What
now-
really is rape? Like
It
I
can
mean,
be,
it could be somebody like your spouse, and you'd be like, I don't want to have sex. No, we need to have sex, and then having sex with the person when they don't want to. That's also rape.
That's disgusting. Imagine that's like fucking a corpse.
Yeah, sometimes some people do that.
I don't
well,
know
I'm glad
if
you
they
have
do.
a
I
strong
don't know.
stance on this, Zherka.
Yeah, thank you, Zherka.
I mean,
You think
it seems like for most
is this a
rapists, they
common
have
thing?
like a
What?
no, like even just sexual assault in some cases, only like 15% of women have reported having some sort, and the violent ones are like a much smaller percentage of those as well.
can you give consent if you're drunk?
Depends how drunk,
Mhm.
but generally not.
Generally not.
If you're wasted, no, probably not.
Well, if she's drunk and the guy is not, I think that guy's a rapist. I really do.
Yeah,
I
I agree.
think-
I mean, I think it's weird. Like, that's
With
fucking
some
weird.
people. I think it's
And,
yeah,
and you
some-
got it's actually more common than when I worked at clubs. I'd be hanging by the door, and every time a girl stumbled out drunk, like she doesn't know what the fuck she's doing in life, she's just totally confused. All these guys, nice guys, just nice little simps, they'd start hovering around her, trying to see who can get the Uber and get her home safe. And so, yeah, bro, most guys at the clubs are rapists. So if a girl goes to a nightclub, she's actually going there to be raped.
You want to know what's actually one of the hottest things that you can do with a girl if you're out?
Zherka starts off by saying something that's true, and then just the
Okay, check.
conclusion.
Hold on. Hold on.
Crazy.
Alex, how many of those girls who go to trap parties with gangsters? That's like jumping in a pool full of sharks. Boys would never go.
Oh, we're talking about
Men would never stay with gay prisoners and get drunk with them. But these girls actually stay with gangsters and get drunk with them at some trap spot. All I'm saying is, if you jump in the shark pool, You're mentally ill. Those girls are literally mentally ill. No man would ever. Women can even date criminals out of prison who've killed people. Men cannot date a fucking batshit bitch who stabbed someone. We're too intelligent for that. So yeah, women go to night.
There's so many murders that happen of a guy dating a girl who was batshit crazy and stabbed him. Like, what do you mean?
Well, if he found out she stabbed a man, would he date her in the first place? No.
Did you hear about the that new Netflix show about that chick who killed 3 of her husbands?
Yeah, but he didn't know she's batshit until she did it. Now check this out, Alex. When have men gone for girls out of prison who have committed homicide? That never happens. But it's women, rare, but if I come out of prison and I strangled a woman to death, I swear to God, my DMs would be still full. That's how stupid women are.
Okay, I don't even know how to argue with that. All right, Sonny, what were you going to say?
Alex, have you seen when I try and expose female nature? So I start talking about crazy, violent shit with them and then get their phone number. And it's not like a dating advice. Don't do this. But I'm showing that it doesn't matter. If they like you, they go retard mode.
Yeah, right? I agree with you that there's a good amount of women who will overlook like really severe red flags if they like a guy.
But you're admitting they're low IQ. They're very stupid, right?
No, I think guys will also overlook massive red flags.
Look, bro, women go hang out with murderers at these crazy parties, trap parties and shit. Women have lower IQ than dogs because when dogs don't feel safe, they run. When a dog doesn't feel safe, they will run away. But these girls...
Guys marry blatant gold diggers, and then they're surprised when she takes half of his net worth. I mean, there's stupidity to go around.
They're not. No one's surprised. Everyone who dates a gold digger knows what's happening to them. They know.
Okay.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so. No. I don't think. Well, maybe they could date her, but why would they marry her and lose 50% of their assets?
A gold digger is not the worst thing in the world. Would you want your daughter to be a gold digger or date a bum?
I would want neither. That's like saying, would I want to eat dog shit or would I want to eat horse shit?
Would you want your daughter to marry into a royal rich family or not?
I would want my daughter to marry someone that treats her really well.
What if he just plays PlayStation and he's broke, but he's great? He's a nice guy. Would you
if he can't, like, if he has no money, then yeah. But as long as he's middle class and above, yeah, I'll be cool with that.
Okay. Middle class nowadays, middle class means poor.
No, middle class still means middle class.
No, it does not, bro.
Bro, are you guys living in this illusion that like everyone's making 6 figures or something?
No, Alex, middle class. Bro, middle class means they don't take vacations. They're slaves to their job.
They don't take vacations.
Like they don't have free time. They literally have 10
Everyone gets at least 2 weeks vacation. Most jobs get 3.
I'm saying don't aim for middle class. That's how you end up.
No, I agree with you. You shouldn't aim for middle class. You should aim to be really successful.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that most people are middle class.
But when you're successful, the gold diggers are going to come. And you just got to accept that.
Or you can screen them out.
I mean, their nature is.
Well, wait, Alex, that was your argument the whole time that Sonny was saying that you should make more money. Is you kept saying, well, but that means that you're more likely to get like gold diggers. And how do you know who's a gold digger and who's not? But now, like he's saying the same thing. He's like, yeah, you just try to screen them out and try to make sure that you're not dating it.
Yeah. But the difference is most guys are not going to be able to screen out the gold diggers. Most guys think with their dicks.
But Alex, a woman doesn't have the capacity to date a McDonald's worker. We will marry a beautiful McDonald's worker. So clearly, this
is just like a red pill fantasy. Do you think that all the women working at McDonald's are married to like rich guys? No, they're married to other guys working at McDonald's.
But that's not a real marriage because if a higher value male DMs them, they run away. That's not. We're trying to keep the men safe.
You have some good evidence of this, or this is just personally your own?
I could DM a Walmart couple and ruin their marriage right now for content.
Okay, well, first of all, I don't know how the fuck you're gonna find a Walmart couple. You're gonna search Walmart couple on Instagram, but yeah, sure, you should do an experiment to see how many girls you can steal from Walmart couples.
What about you? Aren't you the dating guy who talks about hypergamy? You don't believe in it?
No, I almost never talk about hypergamy.
Oh, do you think it's real or no?
Sort of, but I think it's over-exaggerated in the red pill community. I think it applies to both genders.
When I talk about hypergamy, I'm saying, let's say best case scenario, she doesn't leave you. that doesn't mean she has genuine burning desire. You're still in a hole. Even if she's
I think that there's a lot of marriages and relationships where the guy's ultra rich and she still doesn't have genuine burning desire. Money does not.
I missed a couple questions. Desire. I do have two more.
Okay.
This is a question to the red pillars. What's the value difference between a hot virgin trad wife who doesn't work compared to one who works an average job?
One doesn't exist.
You're saying, I'm sorry, what's the difference between
a unicorn? It's a unicorn question.
A hot virgin trad wife who doesn't work compared to one who works an average job. They're asking like, what's the value difference? Like, why is one better than the other?
Pretty easy question. She doesn't have a man influencing her, telling her what to do all day, and I feel like one of the biggest things with girls is limiting outside influence. So if she's going to work and she's dealing with her other coworkers, the other girls, then it's more likely for bullshit to come back to the home and to infect her, compared to if she's staying at home and she's living under her father with her family.
See, this is the problem, is the red pillars like Sonny always fall for the bait. A hot virgin trad wife doesn't exist. That's unicorn. Okay, name one. Name one. Name one. Name one on Earth. 3 billion women. Name one.
Just got one of my the girl I just went to college with. Her name is Mia. I'm not gonna drop her whole name, but she has a social media following. Virgin till marriage, getting married this week.
Really? She should be famous. Yeah. Wow.
She is.
Yeah, in the South here, it's actually fairly common. Everybody's like hardcore Christians, and like it's not super common. Like we're talking about like 15% of women, but it's common enough to where you're able to find them.
15% of women are hot babe virgins? 15.
No, I'm saying they're virgins. 30 to 15% of them are going to be virgins. Some of them are like super hot babes that could do well on Instagram or something.
If it's a virgin, they're ugly.
Bro, I actually disagree with you there, bro. Because like, no matter like,
you mentioned an exception to the rule. I'm saying that's a unicorn. They rarely exist, right? It's like a stupid way to look at the world. Like, if you guys talk about unicorn questions, there will be chatters who are waiting their whole lives for that
unicorn.
Yeah,
tens are an exception to the rule in of themselves, and so are virgins. Most girls are not virgins.
Well, if they do exist, they are scooped up at like 18. Like
there you go.
Married
there you
go. We go
to
like 16. When they do exist.
Okay. Anyway, what's the next question?
They don't exist. They got scooped up.
Was from GC for $5. He said, Zherka, do you honestly think the age of consent should be dropped down to 16, or are you just trolling?
Obviously, every girl I've dated is like 23, 25, so it is trolling. But my argument I make is that an 18-year-old girl looks identical to a 17. That's the argument I'm making. That every guy, why are they called jailbait? Because guys are attracted to that. Everyone says, no, I'm not into it. What the fuck is 18 and something looks identical? They literally look the same.
Bro. Yeah.
That's the argument I'm making, that you can try and pretend you're like this pure guy, but on the hub, that the teen category, like they love that shit, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think any guy who's saying they're not attracted to any 16-year-olds is obviously lying. It's about like whether or not you act on it. And so when we're talking about age of consent, we're talking about whether or not you can act on it, whether or not you can, whether or not you're attracted to them.
Well, at the end of the day,
you're saying it's okay to be attracted to them.
You want my personal opinion? I like the rules how they are right now. And I think women are the hottest around 23, 25, right? Because there's a lot of cringeness in the personality of an 18-year-old. Have you dated an 18-year-old? Oh, you have a car. They're very cringe. The only problem I have with a 25-year-old chick, the only problem I have with her, she's opinionated. That's the only, if she acted like the 18-year-old, then hell yeah, right? And the opinionated thing is like Jasmine. Why are you opinionated? You could literally have a Saudi prince give you $1 billion black credit card if you played the game red pill. But you're choosing.
I don't want to.
Because you want to work. Why?
No, because I want somebody that I actually enjoy life with. Like, I want somebody that I care about their opinions when I'm watching a movie. I don't care about this weirdo Saudi prince's opinion. Like, I want somebody to go do things with, somebody to have fun with. Why do I want to just sit around with a black card with this Saudi weirdo prince to do what? Like, this is low IQ women. I understand, but that's not me.
So if Drake DM'd you right now
Back to Drake.
Drake DM me right now. All I'd be thinking of is if if we have the sex tape and he'll let me film it, I can make money off it. That's the only thing I'm thinking about. I'm not attracted to him. He has like weird seashells in his hair. He's a weirdo.
I love that answer. Yeah, he's a weirdo.
If Drake DM'd her, she'd probably be asking him if he could introduce her to Kendrick Lamar.
I love that. I love Alex. Don't you love how she said that? If money didn't exist, no chick would go for Drake. One in the chat. That's the truth. The only reason Jasmine will respond to him is because he's rich and famous. But the truth is, the guy got no.
But I need to get those resources somehow.
But it's not the money; it's the fame, because that's why the sex tape would be valuable. If he was some random rich guy who no one knew, then the sex tape would not be valuable.
What if he paid her?
If Drake slid in your DMs, would you bang him? Like, I don't know. You seem like you really like Drake. What would be your reaction?
He remember, he doesn't like me. So I always make fun of Drake. I don't like Drake, but I make the argument that an ugly, cringe, painted nails homo like Drake, I make the argument that a homo can take your girl because women are gold diggers. That's the argument I'm making. And she admitted she's not even attracted to him, and she'll do it for business.
She's not in a relationship though.
But no. But then he has time to establish a bond. And remember, women, if they stay in one room.
But if Drake just wanted to, I wouldn't fuck Drake if he gave me like a monthly allowance. It's only if like, okay, what can I get out of this?
How much? How much does it take? $100,000 if Drake sent you wired you $100,000.
No, I get offers for sex for way more than that. I want this to be a viral thing, my name to be everywhere, so everyone funnels into my OnlyFans, and I need to be making like 10 million.
So what if
Jasmine, outside of you do like believe that women are attracted to like resources and these sorts of things because they represent like safety and security and that sort of stuff as in like overall average, right?
It's more of the status. All we're worried about is resource acquisition, and for a long time, women weren't able to acquire those resources on their own. This was the only way. But now, ever since women are allowed to be into the workforce, you do see that trend is completely dissipating. So
you're
women
saying they're grabbing the resources themselves, and so now the guy does not
have all the resources myself. I'm not looking for that anymore.
But Jasmine,
you go talk to women who are making a bunch of money and they're making those resources themselves. The only reason women want men to give them these resources because they don't have the skills, or they don't have the ability to do it themselves, or they don't.
Wait, Jasmine, you're pretty much saying there's even 100,000 is low. You're saying, like, when do you retire? You can retire right now. When does the greed component get fulfilled?
I like a lot of money because I just have like that kind of lifestyle, and since I grew up with money, so I need a lot of money.
Just you. You're the only girl who likes a lot of money.
Your dad was a millionaire, and you still went on OnlyFans.
What?
Yeah.
Bumbleclot. What do you spend the money on?
I mean, it's not even that I want to retire and not have to worry about money at all and be able to maintain my lifestyle. And right now, I mean, I could, but I wouldn't be able to have the lifestyle I want. Plus, right now, my great and easy. Why would I?
So the smart Jasmine, the debate girl that's intelligent, very rare. She's a high-level gold digger. Imagine the dumb girl.
Who am I gold digging from myself?
I mean, like you said, you're never gonna. It'll never be enough. You came from millions. Your dad is a millionaire. It's never.
She didn't say that. She said she wants to retire at 35.
How much money do you have? You could retire right now.
Basically, yes. I have an inheritance in the millions, and I'm making millions myself. But if I want to retire at a young age and not work the rest of my life and not worry about this money dwindling down, I could do it now. But why would I when I have such an easy?
Hold up. Could it be that you just want that attention? Women love attention.
If I wanted attention, I didn't have any social media till I started my OnlyFans when I was 26. So I didn't have no Instagram, nothing. There's no digital footprint of me at all before I started this. So if I wanted attention, why didn't I want it when I was 23?
What were you doing?
I was in law school.
You were in law school and you went to OF?
Yeah, I'm a lawyer.
Dude, women are fucking retarded, bro. Yo, you're a million. Hold on. So you have $1 million inheritance, and you're a lawyer, and you still somehow fucked your whole life up.
I mean, if you want to call it that, but yeah.
Why? Dude, you're smarter than everyone on the panel. You did the bar.
That's why I stopped talking.
Wow.
Well, so Zherka, if she has like all of these resources available to her already, what if she wanted to do OnlyFans and she had fun with it? How would it fuck her life up? What advice would you give her to not do that?
Well, she's not doing it for fun.
I'm doing it because I want more money, and it's an easy job to have and brings in a lot of money. And I have time, money, happiness, and freedom.
If
like,
it's you're just saying,
and then I'm traveling all the fucking time.
If
like,
it's just more money, more money, more money. So technically, I'm right. Your best position would be to go for that Saudi prince.
No, because Saudi prince is going to lower my quality of living. Right now, I get to do whatever I want to make all the money that I want. If I have to hang around this annoying Saudi prince that I don't, that's like my time.
But Jasmine, you're saying you're never going to have kids. I'm the only one that's going to feed on that. You're never going to have a family?
I'm not. I mean, if I have a family, it'll be in my mid to late 30s.
Well,
that's what I want.
Wow,
that's so you want your kid retarded and depressed because his mom's titties are getting fucked online?
Like 7 years from now, if I have a kid, and then by the time they're old enough, we just got iPhones 15 years ago. Who the fuck knows what's going to be happening by then? How far social attitudes will change? You guys are the people that were saying that, if 2 people are gay, 2 dads are gay, and they have a kid, their kid's going to be bullied forever. You go to a school in California, these kids are not getting bullied because they have 2 dads. Things change. So I don't have a kid now. By the time I have a kid and they're old enough to realize to be bullied, that's going to be 15, 20 years from now. That's not something I'm worried about. And they're going to be rich. They're going to have an educated mother. They're literally set up in the best position.
You know what, Zherka?
No, you know what's blowing me? It's blowing me away that she's the most intelligent female on the whatever podcast history. And she's still proving that women are gold diggers. Like, she's still proving.
Who am I gold digging from?
Your own future.
Arab men love her. You know how much money I've been offered for like one night or go here, go there. I never want to do it because it's I'd be grossed out. It's a waste of my time. I care about my time. How can I maximize my time? OnlyFans allows me an easy income that I can now have the freedom to go do.
Young lady, what did your dad say?
He was mad about it, yes.
And now he's what? Doesn't
did you check your DMs?
He what? Don't tell policy.
Did you check your DMs?
Wow.
No. Let me see.
Wait, your dad even said.
Oh, Jasmine, from Iran, and my mom's a lawyer too. And my dad's
you're ruining their legacy, bro.
You could say that, but I mean, whatever. My family loves me. I'm a princess. They're gonna forgive me. Our relationship's fine, and I'm making millions of dollars, and I get to go live my life and do whatever the fuck I want, and I get to find the guy
This is the devil.
No, she's awesome.
Your soul will be ripped from your body when we die and go to the afterlife. The same way when you were born, you were ripped from your mother's placenta to come into a new world. Your soul will be ripped from your body.
If that's what you worry about, my soul
as the riches he gave you on earth.
SonnyFaz thinks so. I'm completely fine with that. I will await the day for the hellfire, whatever the fuck you think I'm gonna do. I'm a hardcore atheist. I feel like I've been blessed. I've had all the resources available to me.
Listen to your language. You acknowledge God in your language, woman.
Said blessed. To myself. Why would I want to do that? I want to hang out with a guy, waste a Friday night with some loser because he's going to pay my bills like all these other gold digging girls do. I don't have to.
Well, why don't you
go? You're spending your Saturday night with us, so I don't know. I got 2 more questions. So.
My friend.
All right, yeah, and I do want to wrap up at some point in like the next 5 hours.
Alex knows I'm always traveling. I'm always out.
But Jasmine, what about love? You need love. Huh? You need love. You need love in your life.
Love someday, but I wouldn't love the person like you guys who are like, oh my god. I don't love people who correlate morality with like modesty. That's just
no, Jasmine. You need to. If you want to go on nice vacations, you have to have a partner. You can't be doing this shit.
I go with the guy I film with.
That's just a coworker. You need a bond.
I mean,
all right, real quick, we got 2 more questions. I got one from Juju for $9.99. He said, ask Jasmine what law school she went to and what her class rank was.
I'm not going to talk about the law school because I don't want to get doxxed, but I was ranked in the top 3rd, well within the top 3rd. My school only ranked the top 3rd, and I was in that my first year and second year, and then after that, when COVID hit, I didn't care. So it was pass fail.
Okay, cool. And then I got another super chat from GC for $5. Appreciate it, GC. He said, question to all the men. 6 out of 10 virgins who are submissive, or a woman like Jasmine who is not submissive but she's rich. Are you looking for someone who is attractive or submissive?
Well, I bet that Jasmine is probably pretty fucking submissive in bed. There's just a speculation. I don't know. Yeah.
You also need to build submissiveness in the woman. She's not just gonna submit to you just because you're a guy. You need to be the guy that she submits to.
Yeah.
Why don't you just find a girl that you have similar values with, so you don't have to like?
Yeah, but there are some feminists who are never going to submit to any fucking guy at all.
Well,
So
so
they're
you
questioning,
avoid-
like,
you
looking
avoid
for somebody who's a 6 out of 10.
Faz looks like such a little cute baby. I can't imagine submitting to him. So yeah, maybe like you need to.
What you're saying to me?
Yeah, I
It's
can't
actually
imagine.
funny. I have no problem with girls submitting to me because I typically talk to like 18, 19-year-old girls, and where I am in my shoes at 20 years old, it's a joke how
I
quickly
know,
they
but
submit
like
me.
to me, I just think of you as some cute little baby. So sorry.
Somebody's echoing again pretty bad.
Now hold on. All right. First of all, yes, you can build a more passive
you,
nature
Alex.
in a girl, but usually you want to find one that's naturally disposed to this position, and you can actually see that like girls like Jasmine. When I start yelling over her, she just shuts the fuck up. That's actually what you look for in a girl. No, there's girls.
I'm just trying to read or do something.
No, your nature is just to submit to men. Like it's a good thing. It's passive. It's a good thing.
Like,
but now if she had blue hair and went full feminist mode, don't date that at all. That's an allegation waiting to happen, boys. And so what? You quit law school?
no,
I think Zherka's trying to make a case why Jasmine is like the perfect girl to date. That's what I've been hearing for the last few minutes.
Well, it is an anomaly. I've never seen this in my life. I've never seen a rich family lawyer. Pretty much, you have everything to say no to the devil. And then
that's cute. Zherka has his first crush in a while.
No, but Jasmine, what if you've damaged your mental health now?
Why would I damage my mental health? I literally sit in my room. I don't go to any of these clubs. I don't go to these random barbecue DMs with the people that you're in. I literally sit in my room, read, or travel, or shop. Where is the damage to my mental health?
Zherka, you can be the one that saves her, man.
I actually got defeated today, bro. I have no argument. She has every door open, and she's still.
I know.
You know what's funny?
I got
Too perfect for her.
You know what's funny is you'll justify yourself saying all innocent acts. You won't mention getting fucked on Twitter, and then you'll say.
I did. I literally said I talked about my sex tapes. Were you there when I talked about how I get fucked on? I said I get.
I think it might have been before he joined. To be fair.
Okay, well, yeah, I talked about it. I said that,
In that
people that come
point
on
you
my
were just
OnlyFans are not
making
trying to
and
date me. They're trying to
justifying
watch me
yourself from
fuck.
when you were just justifying selling your soul to the devil, all the things you mentioned were stuff that we look for in good innocent girls. Reading, all these different aspects.
None of the girls that are dating you read. This is not possible. They want to be sitting. Girls who read, girls who are smart, girls who are want to be educated. They're not sitting around for SonnyFaz to pay their rent. That's just not what's going on.
Oh yeah.
They're going to.
Said I need to pay the rent. I don't just go around paying bitches.
Who wants to submit to you? You look like 12. It's just not what these women are
At least
doing.
I
Okay,
acknowledge
real
that
quick.
I'm not in my peak yet. I'm 20 years old and I recognize I have a long way to go.
I got another super chat for $10 from the trip.
All right, let's make that the last one because we're 3.5 hours in. Go ahead.
I got you. Yeah. This is the trip for $10. A question for the panel: when it comes to marriage, what is more of a hindrance, OnlyFans or red pill ideology, as far as what pushes people away from marriage? Yeah.
I mean,
he's asking what
or 80 something, either 60 or 80% of OF subscribers are married.
Oh come on, that's not a real marriage.
That is what the stats say. Yes, 80% of people who subscribe to OnlyFans are married.
I don't even know. That's a good question. I don't have a good answer to that. I'm not sure.
Wait, what was the question?
What pushes people away from marriage more? Yeah, OnlyFans or the red pill?
Probably.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, I think OnlyFans, the thing about OnlyFans is that it's just another type of porn where you have like other aspects to it where it's like a little bit more personal, but it's still just porn. Everybody fucking watches porn. So
I interpreted that question to mean like the girl, from the girl's perspective, doing the OnlyFans. That's how I interpreted it.
Oh. I don't know. A lot of girls that do OnlyFans are married and they just either don't show it or they do couple.
Yeah, but we never talk about them being mentally ill. They're all mentally ill.
I mean, a lot of lawyers are also mentally ill. Lawyers have high rates of depression, drug abuse, suicide. Like, it's not. Would you say that you should not be a lawyer?
Yeah, I don't like lawyers either.
I don't really buy into lawyers having the same problems as OF girls.
Also, OnlyFans, like
Jasmine, why don't we tell the truth? Most girls in your industry have cuts on their wrists. That's a fact.
I understand that, and
So
that's because
stop.
it's stigmatized. So
You
let's
can't unicorn this shit.
Or let's say being a teacher or being, whatever was stigmatized, then obviously it's going to attract a certain type of people. But some people like me are like, wait a minute, I don't really care about the stigma. I can make a ton of money doing this and it'll be more conducive to my happiness. So I'm going to do it. But yes, I would agree. In general, the type of women that this is going to attract are going to be women that have more tumultuous backgrounds.
So what happened to you?
I just wanted to make a shit. I don't want to go to an office and have billable hours like a loser. It's just not what I want to do. I wanted to sit and travel.
Alex, also, there's people in your chat who say that you have questions in your super chats. I didn't see anybody.
Oh, do I? All right, let me take a quick look. Zherka had to ask for
I looked through them.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not gonna read like super troll questions. I appreciate all the super chat, guys, but yeah, there's no.
It's mainly Don Juan. Don Juan said that he had questions.
He says the red pill will be leaving dudes single. Red pill says old and hypergamous, wrong, none. So he was just responding.
Yo.
There's no questions, but I do appreciate all the super chats.
Who in chat said they're transmuting their shame?
I do really want to wrap this up
That's
because we're
crazy,
going 3.5 hours in. I promised poor Sonny that it was going to be an hour and a half. I believe I made the same promise to Jasmine and Tom. So yeah, I mean, do you want? How should we wrap this up? This was such an
real quick. Do people want to give outros real quick?
Sure.
And just on like the overall
Yes.
question in general was talking about harm from red pill, whether or not you think it's helpful or not helpful to men. So, Sonny, if you want to go first and kind of give your overall.
Yeah, for sure. Overall, I think that my advice is just objectively better. Following God, having some sort of morality to what you do. If you're gonna go out and one of the big talking points that we had was if you're gonna go meet a girl on the first date, the biggest thing is you want to lower her anxiety, and I think that's easier to do by bringing her into your circle rather than going out and going on one-on-one dates and stuff like that. The other thing we were talking about a lot is money. I think it's really important to upgrade your character as a guy. I think that's actually the most important aspect of all of this. And yeah, that's about all I got right now, man. I mean, we talked about a lot of different shit.
Hey, and where can people find you?
Yeah, you got SonnyFaz on all Twitters. The SonnyFaz on Twitter. My business is like TikTok shop. So if any of you guys are looking to get into that stuff, we send you products and then we teach you how to go viral, give you salary to post for stuff for products. It's a fucking killer business model. That's about it.
All right, cool. Jasmine.
Go watch me have sex on OnlyFans.
Bomba clot.
Did you have a overall take on the question?
I mean, yeah, obviously, I think it does more harm than good. I think a lot of what they say is not actually based in fact, especially when you look at overall data, which this demographic is less likely to do. So it doesn't really matter because they're speaking to it's just one little bubble. Like educated people, normal people, they don't even watch this. They're just like, what is this? Every time I talk about fresh and fit people, I'm talking about vegetables. They don't they don't know what this stuff is. But I would say that if you are an impressionable young guy and you're like, or a young girl and you're like, oh, I don't know really how to do, go get educated, go be around normal people, go touch grass, go be in college, go be in grad school. You're not gonna.
That's the Matrix. You're just you are the Matrix. I see the numbers on your tits. You are the Matrix. Literally.
All right.
Go to college, go to college and play Ultimate.
It leads to less longer marriages, more likely to be married, more likely to have a higher value mate. All of that education is one of the tangible things that you do to upgrade.
Think higher value means a girl with money and 10 bodies. So
no. Higher value is somebody that's going to stay with you and be better for your children, which educated people both.
I mean, Jasmine, at the end of the day, I'm gonna frame this in a fair way, but it's gonna be a little mean. But Jasmine, at the end of the day, you agree most people in your industry, most of those girls are cutting their wrists and overdosing on drugs. You are still platforming that this is a good thing because you made it out. You've betrayed all your sisters. Millions are dying as you promote their death. And you're the anomaly, so whatever. Maybe one will turn out like Jasmine. It's the most satanic position you could have.
How many young girls come to me and they say, "Should I do OF?" I say no. It's made for a very specific type.
You just made an argument that you don't ever have to work. It's the greatest.
I told people to go to school.
But you're promoting it.
How much?
Here, real quick, we do gotta close up.
You should
want to give your closing take?
Jasmine, you should change your messaging to "It works for me." But
my messaging was literally just go to college for men.
That's her advice, though.
That is my message.
But when she's making it sound like She's making it sound like she's got the most lavish lifestyle. That's what girls are hearing. They don't hear the college part. So she's sending them to the guillotine, and she knows it.
Correct.
I'm saying that I've done very well. I don't think this. I said that. I said most women don't do as well as I do on OnlyFans, and a lot of people don't want to deal with the stigma, the hate. They can't argue like I can. They can't advocate for themselves like I can.
Who's that girl? Who's that girl who overdosed and is in a coma from your industry?
I have no fucking idea. I don't
recently, that star. Who am I thinking of? The chat. You know that girl? It was a big thing
on Twitter.
Can we get to the closing statements?
Yes,
We're like,
all I'm saying
really
is that blood is on Jasmine's hand and every other woman, because women betray each other all the time. That's all I'm saying. And Jasmine, what you should say is, I am an anomaly. I'm somehow happy.
I always say that. That's why I said go to school. School is one of the only things you can tangibly do that's going to raise your life satisfaction in your overall life. I didn't say go do OnlyFans. I am an anomaly. Most people can't
wash
be
your
me.
hands. Wash your hands of that blood, Jasmine.
All right, I will. Thank you, Zherka.
Okay.
Nice meeting you.
All right, Zherka, where can people find you?
She's just adorable. Okay.
Where are you streaming?
Here's the truth.
These days?
I don't stream. You know, I'm CEO now, but sometimes I go live. I did want to, I was just bored. I clicked on this from the Sonny thing on Twitter, and I gotta say, Alex, you put on a hell of a show, but next time it should be 3 girls, 3 boys. That would be great, and I'd like to come to that, as long as I can make it spicy and argumentative like I did right here. But this is great, and at the end of the day, I don't give advice because the unconscious unravels itself. We are moved by invisible forces. We don't know the invisible forces that are driving Jasmine to do this, even though she.
How do you not give advice? You have a dating course.
I don't give advice because a human will do what they're destined to do. People are just fucked up. So that's why.
So what's inside the dating course?
The advice that all I say is, if you resonate with my tribe, come to me. If you're blue pill, do not come to me. It's not going to work. It'll never. I'm not trying to make more money. If you're blue pill, good luck on your, pills you take and suicide and all that. But seriously, at the end of the day, peace of mind is the most important thing. More than money, more than everything. Yeah. You could be a fat, bald dude with a Ferrari. You don't got peace of mind like a good-looking, broke Chad. You want to level your life up, be good-looking, fit, healthy, stay with your friends, make a lot of money, and at the end of the day, if you want one piece of advice that I 100%, it sounds like I'm trolling, but I mean it to my core, is this. If a woman is giving a man advice, she's lying. That's it. Don't listen to me. Just whatever they say, it's the opposite. Every single time. I'm an old man. I know this. If they're giving a man advice, they're giving you their reproductive strategy. They're lies.
What about Pearl? Does Pearl, you follow Pearl's advice?
Pearl's great.
So when a girl says, hey, you smell bad, you're like, oh, yeah, that means that I smell really good. Okay, so according to Sonny God, is totally on board with banging a bunch of 3 or 4s. At the end of the day, utilizing the red pill device of doing group dates is horrible game strategy, but I don't think it's that bad since despite his red pill programming, Zherka still has a cute little crush on Jasmine. But I do appreciate everyone being here. Thank you, guys.
Yes, thank you, guys. I love a liberal bitch, bro. A retard is the hottest shit on earth, right?
I thought you said she was super smart.
Well, that's the thing. Hold on, Alex. Would a super smart, wealthy lawyer ever go to OF? There has to be something special.
That is a smart thing to do. What do you want to sit in?
Alex, isn't there an autistic jump she made somewhere?
I agree it's unusual, but I can see her logic.
Here's the truth. Here's the truth. Why you never see an autistic woman, and it's only men, is because all of them are autistic. Even the lawyer went to OF with millions of dollars. Like they need guidance, bro. Sonny, you need a guide.
All right, real quick, I guess before we jump off, I was meant to moderate, but I was getting a little, I guess, more active than I should, so my bad. But I'm Tom Fuller Show on YouTube, streaming all night tonight, covering a bunch of different stuff after this. Alex said that he needs to get off, so he wants to end, but I think you guys are all able to stay and hang out here.
Discord, you want
to after he leaves.
All right, wait, Zherka, do you want to call real quick?
Yeah. Let's get Sneeko. Let's get everyone. Jasmine, join us. We need content. We need that camera angle and all that.
All right, guys. Appreciate you all. Wait, let me wrap up. Appreciate you all. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Yeah, what we can do. You know what we should do, Zherka? We should debate on Trump because I think he's dog shit president, but you seem to like him. So
well, Alex, the problem is my team ggets angry if there's no chicks. I need chicks on the show so my sales go up. Right?
I know. I'll get some chicks.
Yeah.
All right, take it easy, guys.
Good seeing you guys.
Zherka.
Oh shit, I'm just rude, bro. Was I? Oh yeah, we're hanging out with them. Hermetic laws. What the fuck? How do I get Sonny's? Oh yeah. Okay, here. I'll add this guy. Chat, what do you think of that? I'm trying to do more stuff with Sonny and stuff like the topics you guys love. I actually love them too because it's nostalgic, right? And I felt kind of mean what I did last episode where I just made like $3,000 giving advice. I mean, it's great advice, but at the end of the day, you guys like me on panels. I like me on panels, and obviously there's no money when I do this. Like, you guys don't donate for some reason, so you got to fix that. And we got to start meeting a bunch more chicks, because when I'm in Miami, I'm going to have a room. I'm going to have them all argue, and it's way funnier when I'm the host. Believe it or not, when I'm in attack mode, as much as you guys love it, watch host Zherka, bro, where I'm just laughing in the background. I'm going to put on some, for the first time in my life, I don't have to do it. So I'm going to do it for fun, and those ones pop off way more than when I have to, do it for work. So, yeah, you guys have to, DM me these types of chicks who yap on podcasts, like whatever podcast. We have to reach out to them, get a producer, all that. Leaving in a couple days. I have my ticket bought. And, we'll have Sneeko, Myron, Fresh, all the cool people. I love Heel Mike. I'll always collab with Heel Mike. I don't know why people try and twist it. I just don't want to do that kind of party content where... Have you guys ever seen me on party streams where you guys go, whoa, Zherka doesn't want to be there? Oh, he started drinking. Oh, now he's having fun? Yeah, I literally can't have fun in social environments unless I'm drunk as fuck, because I have these wandering thoughts, like my mind goes to Play-Doh and then I get sad. So I did drink that, do the shots. And I'm not saying I don't have a blast. I have a blast when I'm drunk. It's just, it's not a business move, bro, to spend that much time making Action Man and Heel Mike money. I've already done the good friend. I'm already the good friend. And the reason I spent that much time with those, with Mike and stuff like that, I love Mike, but why it looked like I was doing him a big solid is because, he's like my best friend, and we're living together. And then I said, I need to cut my parents, my friends out of my life just for 3 weeks, just so I know my flow state and it gets interrupted with people I love. And if you're my friend, I love you. I'm very weird like that. I'm really aggressive, mean to my friend. It's almost like Thanksgiving energy. And if I don't like you, I'm never mean to you. It's very weird. So I put a lot of energy. I don't know. I'm just an emotional guy when it comes to this stuff. So I ditched Mike and them. Well, I didn't ditch, but I pretty much did the podcasting, went viral, did what I'm supposed to do. And obviously Mike is my brother. So he told me it was the worst time of his life without me. And he'd give me calls. And so I said, I'm about to repay you the favor. Let me grab this clout and bring it to you. And then I did that. And then I kind of gave him too much. I should do my own things too, but you know how I go. It's all my fault, really. And now I want to get Mike into these kind of panel environments. I really think, don't you guys think that would be healthy for Mike? That if he had some days of content where it's not too hardcore partying, it's just a couple shots and he gets to argue with bitches. Don't you guys think that's a good friend move to do? Mike come, because he's so entertaining, bro. He's really, even when Mike's taking L's, he just takes them in a way where everyone's angry at him. I love that. I love when someone can get under people's skin. Deep down, I even like Doherty, because everyone hates, when the world hates someone like Trump. Do you guys love the villain types? If the whole world hates them, you start to it's not that you admire them, but you have this thing where, they're very entertaining. You want them on the show. I think that would be great. And maybe even put Doherty and those guys on that and make it an environment where it's not so statistics like Myron. Because let's be honest, Myron's trying to make a classroom out of retards. And he's doing a hell of a job. The greatest YouTube mind I've ever seen, business guy. But obviously, I genuinely think, no comedy here, who thinks Myron's taking years off his life with that kind of stress? Where I don't care if you're arguing with someone. Myron repeats himself 10 times and the girl still doesn't understand where he's coming from. You know, don't you think that this is doing some kind of psychic damage to him? That, like, check it out. If I lived like Myron and I knock on wood, something happens to my organs, right? The first thing my brain would go to is, do you want to go back to arguing that stupid bitch on the podcast? Fuck it, just end here. And I'll drop dead right there. That's why I believe keeping the mind fresh and shit like that. And Myron and fresh. And I'm gonna need help. Like, if you guys are into this stuff, DM me if you're good at this stuff. But I want a system with funny people. Like, I think Sonny's my guy. Like, my team said, we want you around Sonny more. He can help you organize. He's funny. I'm like, really? I feel like Sonny does YouTube this. And then I thought of it. I'm like, what if we had a Fresh and Fit style energy podcast? What if we had that without the saving lives part? Because let's be honest, one-on-one content with Zherka, that's the saving lives. With the bitches, it's just entertainment, right? You know what I mean? It's just me reinforcing my opinions. It's not really unlocking new thoughts for you guys. But I like that it adds to that creative, honestly, it's a lot of money too, but it adds to that creative component. And then if you've been with me for a while, you know, I've said I'll be doing this, and I've said I've been doing this for like a year and I still haven't done it. So I feel bad about that. And because I'm going to Europe in September, obviously these next 2 months, I got to deliver with like maybe 4 shows a week. Could be 2 of mine and 2 of my friends' shows that I visit. Give you guys heaps of my chaos. And that way you guys don't have to be, like, I'm not going to lie, dude. I scroll Twitter. It's my day off. And the only interesting stuff I saw is Sonny. And I said, all right, I'll go here. Because, like, legit, there's a content drought. And I'm not the content guy, like, I'm looking for something to watch. I'm looking for something to join so you guys stop DMing me. You left for cigarettes and never came back. And like, another thing, I'm at this age where I know I'm your dad. I used to deny it, but I know that there's like a father energy here, so I have to go live more. What else? Today was boring, bro. What? Do you guys not like the panel? Obviously, I turned it up. I made it aggressive because I know you guys don't want to listen to talking. If you didn't like that, bro, I'm just gonna, next time I'll just stay offline, bro. What the fuck? Yeah. Okay, type in general chat. Yeah, let's get something going, Sneeko and Sonny. And it's my day off, so I do kind of want to chill out too, guys. But I would appreciate you guys dropping, you know, those tips that you give big titty waitresses. I'd appreciate if I made some money on these kind of streams, because then you know how I get, bro. If it's 0, I don't want to do that. I got better shit to do type shit. So you guys gotta, I'm like the father that needs money always. I don't need it. I'm rich. But how do you become rich? Is by being greedy, you know? Like, all my life I was never greedy enough. I would make money and then I'd vacation. Now it's like empire, bro. We're building an empire. And guys, I really want to say, bro, I'm at the peak of my existence in life because something unlocked when I finished a bunch of philosophy, and I said, at the end of the day, people follow their own philosophy too. And what is mine? And my genuine philosophy is, guys, you don't need to be anywhere. You don't need to do anything. And the moment you can be very productive, not needing to be, you're going to be smiling, working, and you're free for life. Slippery slope for sure. But need you guys to, why I emphasize it is because what if I'm not on this position? You know how men go like, So I want to emphasize that if I ever fall off, go back to these VODs and say, that is a perfect businessman. That's Zherka there. Yo. And we got to get more Sneeko in panels, because anyone else worried that his content's too Muslim, bro? I'm pretty sure his own Muslims are kind of like, it's too Muslim. I used to avoid saying that's shit live, but Sneako's always going to be successful. People are always going to watch him, so it's not harming him. I want to poke him in the right direction where it's like a comedian cannot be a Muslim. Not that hardcore, at least. You know, like Sneako, bro, you should be on these panels. If Sneako's on this panel, it'd be one in the chat, right? One in the... I gotta stop this one shit. Oh, is he calling? Appreciate that. I'd love to add Destiny too, actually. Because that Destiny fan who said Zherka is a fucking bitch, but he's so evil and blah, 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 but he gives good dating advice. I realized that's all I need to hear. I want you in my community, whoever the fuck that guy was. That's, if you're saying I'm doing my job, but you hate me, that's fine, bro. That's all I need to hear, that my haters are saying that I'm effective. We need, if this is the first time in my life, I think I can actually convert DGGers, because obviously they don't believe me until they see results from my community. I'm trying to open Discord. Hold on. I might have to end stream. Fuck. Sorry, guys. It's not opening. Is it Task Manager? Or... Oh, bro, for the first time in years, I went on Twitch yesterday. Bro, I don't recognize anyone. Did they all... Everyone quit? That was fucking... I was trying to find something to react to for you guys, but... And you guys... Hey, if you... You know how you guys say, like, dude, as Zherka streams, just pace. It's always good energy. Bro, if you want to help me with that, push me into things to react to, even if I'm angry at you. Because, you know, like, something happens on the news, I don't really see it, bro. The way I live my life is I don't follow that shit. You know, I'll follow it for a debate if I need to, but I'm never going to be programmed, even to be entertained by that boob tube shit. You know? So, and since I don't watch like influencers, you guys got to say like, yo, this influencer punched a girl, you should react. Or I think there's a guy recently who, I'm trying, Sonny, hold on. Discord? Why is it not opening up? Yeah. Anyways, W stream, because I haven't done a panel in a while. Well, I fixed that panel. Like, it just injects some anger and you fix people, man. Jung used to get drunk with the other psychologists and he would trigger their shadows just so people start being more honest, so it's more fun. And then people bond more. Thanksgiving energy. I'm like, wow, I guess I'm not a chaos agent. Like, I do want people to bond through that chaos eventually. I got to do more of that. Yeah, Jenna was cool. Yeah. Yo, bro, I swear to God, every girl and guy I've met in the internet world, I love them. Because they, like, bro, if you notice there's moments of cope. The Zherka Royale was a big cope. Huge cope for me. That guy's name is Zherka's teen wife. Bro, you're harming me, bro. I'm trying to get away from that. Now that everyone is doing cringe-ass pedo jokes, it was only cool when, like... Yeah, I gotta stop pushing the envelope like that because I've already proven that I can't be ruled, you know? Like, I got nothing else to prove, right? Okay, Discord's not opening. What do I do? Are you saying you're basically done with Mike content style? Of course not. For as long as I'm on Earth, Mike will make money off of me. For as long as I'm on Earth, Myron will make huge money off of me. Fresh will make huge. Sneeko got a $5 million deal. Bro, for as long as I'm on Earth, my boys will eat. Are you crazy? I'm just saying that there's going to be my schedule first. So I'll eventually have to leave those parties and go do my own shit. Wake up early, start the day. Can't just, can't do that rockstar shit. But in a way, it was the most intelligent thing I did because I didn't stream, I finished all those commercials with those cringe-ass girls, and now I can promote without me having to promote. We have enough footage for 2 years. Like, there's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff you guys have not seen that we haven't posted yet. but it's got to be structured to a program so I can sell it, right? So like there's a lot of footage that's not live, a lot of arguments too. All at thezherkaofficial.com. Please get used to spamming that in the link in the chat, because it's never enough people in my college, bro. You guys got to join my college. And before you ever pay and join a college, look in the streamer's eyes and see if he's a scammer. Like actually look into his eyes. Don't ever just pay because Zherka saying pay for it. Like sit there and be like, does this guy pull shit out of his ass, or did he read it? Is he giving me a bit of truth, or is it the whole thing? Yeah, Discord's not opening. What do I do? That task manager shit's not working, bro. Forever chasing after time. Should I end stream? Yeah, I think I have to end it. Fuck. I have to restart this thing. Okay, I'm gonna have to restart my computer, guys. Spam the chat, restarting in 1 minute or something like that. What's my viewer count? Oh yeah, it's Kick. How do we even know if it's real? How do you know if it's real viewers or a bot? Damn. Wait, Sonny has that many viewers and he's not even a live streamer? Where? Rumble? Oh, he's doing great. Wow. Usually the YouTubers are like at 100, right? He really stepped it up. He's really good. Yo, Eat, don't do that, bro. Please, I just got that out. No offense, your streamer friends are... Bro, you can make fun of my friends, but here's the truth. Millions of people watch them because they want to have a relationship somehow, even if it's parasocial. Like, at the end of the day, dude, I always had this position that influencers are pieces of shit and chat is just normal people. Yeah, I was wrong. Chat are fucking losers. The influencer people are at least going to work. They got some motion. These are good people to be around, bro. My real life friends they're drinking beers right now. They're inviting me to beers. I'm like, no beers, bro. We gotta work. All right. I'm restarting this computer, so spam that in the chat. And getting lost in my own eyes. I'm like sometimes ugly as fuck. Like, whoa, Dark Alley, who's that guy? And then sometimes I'm like, Meow. Panthera. Call me Canis Major. Ah. What are we doing? Oh. We're gonna Huh? How do you remember the lessons from books if you have shit memory? Yeah, you don't memorize things, dude. You make notes and drawings. Like, How do you learn things so fast through Draw My Life? You have to incorporate that strategy of, you have no idea how visual people are, and like schools don't understand that. Like we need, like, look at this, me giving advice, blah, 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 and me giving advice talking with my hands, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, whoa, that blah made sense. You get it? We're more visual than the educational system likes to believe. So you have to find that pattern. I got to restart this computer and then open Discord. That means I'm going to lose viewers. What are we doing? A restart. Okay, ready? Spam it in the chat, restarting in 1 minute. Or say he is restarting his computer, because we're going to do that. What are we doing? Kidding. So we're going to restart this computer, and you guys are going to spam restarting computer, and or say he's restarting his computer. A refresh. Yeah, so he is he is restarting his computer, refresh the page. No minute. So just say he's restarting the computer, refresh, spam that.